to our run through the third parallel. Our players will. Our players will. Gotta mute that. Sorry. Did you all hear that as well?
Yes.
Lots of echoes.
Yeah, it was just feeding back on itself. Anyway, the players will introduce themselves briefly while I change us to the actual gameplay screen. And we will start. We'll go backwards. Kenny, you're first.
All right, Kenny, your local Oni technomancer here. You said brief, there it is.
That works. And next will be Clutch.
Clutch is the man with the van. He rigs. He drives things and flies things and apparently drives boats and submarines and stuff if we have any.
Brief, however briefly. Oh, sorry, that was too soon. And we have Jack.
Jack's the face. He does talky things and also casts spells and has learned how to make ski ramps for boats to flip them over.
Nice.
Yeah, that's always fun. And we have Andriger, who may or may not be in mourning.
Yep, the Jacqueline of all trades, so she can support the other three in pretty much anything they do, and is basically a sorceress rigger, a awakened rigger. So.
And Kai will not be with us at least in the beginning tonight. So that is these are our runners. So why don't one of you tell us what happened and why Major has a big red X across her token?
Because you're a meanie.
Yes. Hey, how was I supposed to know that missiles hurt that much?
Missile to the face.
I was as shocked as the rest of you.
Right to the
Well, actually, it was a missile and then machine gun fire, to be fair.
No, I mean,
It was just the missile that took her out. It was like 12 P, and she only got one success on the soak. So.
yeah, and Major wasn't shocked. She was concussed and blasted.
Valid point.
But apparently in one piece.
So yes, the last mission, the runners had taken a quick jaunt to Los Angeles to get in trouble, and they got in trouble, and Major was destroyed. But fortunately, I believe it was Kai was able to rescue the carcass.
A floating carcass just gliding through the air.
Yep.
Invisible wings.
And now we're going to try and repair Major, unless you just want to scrap her for parts.
Well, I'm assuming it'll be cheaper to repair her than to scrap her, right?
I would think. I mean, scrap her, you give up.
Yeah.
You could buy the bigger model. There's got to be a bigger, better one out now.
There's a silverback.
yes, figure.
Sentimental value.
I mean, it's just a robot.
Just a robot? Just a robot? How can you say that?
I mean, calm down, Andrigger.
She's been with me since the beginning. I mean, how can you possibly think that I could just part with her? Would you give up one of your spirit friends or anything like that? I mean, it's the same thing. I've rigged her since I was a little girl.
There's an app for that. It's the Therapy Soft. Maybe we could spring for that as a group.
A
Hey.
tear forms in her eye.
I think this is a good thing because we can do upgrades now. I mean, come on, it's like starting from scratch.
No, starting from scratch, duh. And dented.
And yes, there's some
And
of
blown
those.
up.
I mean, it's so destroyed that it's not even scratched. It's just pieces.
Well, no, it was in one piece. That's what Joseph said.
So I believe, Kenichi, that was your machine sprite trying to assist? Or was that a test roll?
So basically, or no, I was just doing a test roll.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to take that roll, you can.
So what happens here is using Clutch's shop, an Andrigger and Clutch working physically, and a machine sprite assisting in the Matrix, you guys can do a teamwork test. And you're going to need, according to Double Clutch, what did we say, 8 hits?
Yeah, you said it had 11 boxes.
Yeah, it had 11.
So yeah, so like it was 7 for 9. So 3 over. Actually, it shouldn't be 8 until you get to 12. So technically, it's still 7.
I feel like it's going to be 8. I'm going to round
Alright.
up.
Alright.
I know you guys have a lot of dice.
Jack's gonna cast increase attributes on Clutch to give him a boost if he needs it.
Yeah, probably should give it to Anrigger because.
Well,
he's
if you
better.
get boosted, then you might be better than me because I have
Oh.
my cortical implant that gives me the +3 to logic by default. But if you can get
Oh.
boosted,
I only got +1, so that would work probably. I was gonna increase it to 2, but you know.
So,
Got to that
you
yet.
just can't stack.
so you'll be doing it's engineering, right? Engineering and whatever.
Logic.
Engineering
Yeah.
and logic, I'd assume, yeah.
And I am not finding a interval for this.
Oh,
No,
why do I still have wounds? I'm healed, right?
Yeah, it's been several days. You're back in Denver.
I get 3 more dice.
What is Jack doing? Oh, you're buffing.
It's Clutch's essence.
Yeah, I don't. My essence.
Yeah, because that matters.
Let me go look real quick. Probably not as good as yours. I think it's like 2 point something. I don't know. I'll look.
So that's -3. So that would still boost him up to a 4, wouldn't it? That would still be a +4 because that's 7 successes. Right?
So what was it, Clutch?
I'm at 2.2.
Oh, so
2.
we didn't read far enough. That first test is just the diagnostics.
Right. Oh, yeah. There's
So
more.
no, I increased him 4.
Yeah, there's more.
I'm reading the rest, so you guys can continue discussing things.
That means
Yeah.
Clutch can take the lead because if you've got +4 to logic, you're probably going to beat me in totals.
Got it.
So
So-
I'll support you. Because obviously Andrigger is too emotionally wrecked to deal with the wreckage herself.
So I also have
Oh,
knowledge
jeez.
in
What is wrong with this
vehicle
character?
controlled models. I don't know if that adds anything or gives me bonuses or an edge or something. Because basically, I went to tech school to build drones.
All right, I'm gonna go lay down. This took 5 drain. Like, I've
Bad
never
rolls
had
out of the way now.
I've never had a character that was this bad at drain rolls. Like every adventure, I'm like,
Oh, did I tell you I'm running a special version of the character sheet that's intentionally designed to screw Jack?
if Jack subtract hits,
Exactly.
So I get +4 for my regular logic, not my boosted logic, right?
no. If you already have boosted logic, then you can only boost to the maximum of 4.
Right. So
Right,
I have +1, so I'd only get +3, right?
Oh,
Correct.
okay. Well, that drops me down 1 point because I only had to boost you 3.
There you go.
But that would still take you from a 12 to a 15, which is 1 more than my 14. So
Right. Makes sense.
And so with my sprite, that ability specifies electronics, and I imagine that's just it's feeding information onto Clutch's visual whatever HUD.
I mean, I could summon a task spirit as well, which would also
more drain
be
for
able to
ski.
assist you. Yep,
There
more
you
drain
go.
for ski. I'm going big. I'm going with a level 6. Come on, let's do this.
I don't care if I go comatose
No
from this.
Wendy's. There's no danger here. 3 hits. Roll me some resistance. And roll low.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh, task spirit.
Clicking a button. All right.
Nope.
Reroll 3 of those.
Wait, you went for 6?
Yeah.
It has edge. Reroll 3 of yours. Oh, I can't reroll them using the thing because, for whatever reason.
Damn you.
Doesn't look like you'll need to. Now soak that drain there.
It got one.
All right.
Try it again. I'm gonna get you this time, sucker.
Well, at least you survived the drain this time.
There you go.
I got 12 dice. I can beat that. Oh, so close.
All right, I have 3 successes. Ooh, that's some drain. I'm
Yep.
probably gonna take some more. No.
Oh, hey.
Now I get the good rolls. So force 6 engineering. That's 12 dice. So that's 3 bot hits. Unless you want me to roll the 12 dice.
I'm sorry, what? Yes, roll the 12 dice for funsies. You're helping somebody with that, right?
Apparently me.
Sure.
Yeah, Clutch I think is already at max support for it all, right? Because the machine sprite and my 5 successes would be your max, right? What, your
We
engineering
really,
success, right?
really want to
engineering is
repair.
actually
Like,
5.
I don't care if the task spirit is actually making a difference. He's just in there holding parts for you.
Got it. So your engineering's only 5? Well, I provided enough for the max teamwork on my own,
It's
so it doesn't really...
always good to have an extra set of hands when you're reassembling things.
Indeed.
I would disagree.
You were on a robotics team. Come on.
Exactly. That's why I would disagree.
You looked at one of the kids and were like, "No, you don't help."
Exactly. We always found jobs for certain students. They had their specialties. Like one guy was really good in the machine shop. He could machine the heck out of a part. He should not be allowed to install the part or go anywhere near electronics. We actually certified students on electronics because angry pixies can break things if you do them wrong.
I hope that kid's not watching our stream right now.
Oh, I hope he is. He knew. He was self-aware. He actually went to a military school. I think last I heard from him, he was doing really well. Oh, awesome. Excellent. Oh, yeah, you've got lots of time.
Lots of time for what?
The interval.
Oh, okay.
It's extensive damage because it was greater than 6 boxes. So your interval is 4 hours.
All right. So, do I
I'm
get
healed up.
any bonuses for my knowledge of vehicles and drone design?
I'll give you 1 edge for that.
Sweet.
Now did you get a help from the sprite? I'm scrolling up to see if it's in there.
Alone gave him all the help he
Yeah,
needed. I got
everybody
5.
gave me help. I got
Oh, okay.
maximum of 5, so.
I'm at
So
20 days.
nice. So you can have a potential of 20 hits, and we need 8 for the diagnostics. I still don't know what the threshold, the interval is on that. Oh no!
I'm gonna spend that edge to reroll my misses.
You have 4 edge.
Wow.
That's pretty terrible.
2 hits out of 20 dice is great.
There
So we have 8 hits. So you have diagnosed it in. I don't know what the interval is on the diagnosis.
Jack loves being a mage. He gets to do all his stuff up front and then go take a nap. Scrolling through his me feed.
Yeah, I'm not seeing an interval on this, so I'm just gonna say that was 4 hours. So you've established what needs to be done. Now it's time to do it.
All right, let's do it.
So that's using the same dice pool he already had, or do we need to do teamwork again?
Oh no, you need to do teamwork again. Come on, you don't like rolling thousands of d6s? And successfully doing this is saving you 5% on the cost. I got to figure out what the cost is. Okay, so what is the total value of your drone? What was Major's original cost as she was when she
25
broke?
or something like that. He
Well,
said.
she had also had modifications.
I'll have to dig up the original PDF file because it doesn't seem to be on the sheet. So
Yeah, because that's something that we need to know for what it's going to cost you. Because your parts, because of the extensive damage, are going to be 55% of that cost. And you can save 5% of that because you're doing it yourself. So that would be, oh God, math. So like 2.75 off of that. So 52.25% of the total cost of Major is what it's going to cost to repair it. Which is still better than complete replacement. And then there's the sentimental value.
There you go.
So while Endricker's looking that up, you want to go ahead and... Did Jack want to do his thing and try and kill himself again? Did the Sprite want to do any more? Or he could just get almost all of the hits in one 4-hour session.
You know, Jack's on the phone with Edna. I hadn't talked to her in a while. He's just giving her an update on how things are going.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's having the mom talk.
Well, the sprite is hanging around in case help is needed, but it seems like Andrigger has it under control.
Yeah, so you've been working on this for 8 hours total. 12 hours is an awfully long day. I feel like that would be the end of your day if you wanted to push it, or you can just do it the next day.
Might as well push it. What else are we gonna do? We're used to late hours.
Well, you never know when you're going to get a call from a fixer.
Exactly.
So if you've been up 12 hours and you're like, hey, we got to do this thing right now, you may have the equivalent of exhaustion.
Yeah. Well, I'm
That's what long haul was made for.
I'm a dwarf. I'm tough. I could take it.
I mean, if he gets more than one success, then maybe it's a reduced duration.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough. She's 7,500. Was the final cost for her.
That's it?
I mean, the base is only 4,500, and I think I pretty much just added realistic features. So
All right.
yeah, she was a relatively cheap drone. So I mean, ironically enough, the Nissan Samurai is the cheapest drone you can get that has an inbuilt machine port thing, machine gun. I mean, gun mount. So, I mean, they're really a good unit.
So yeah, it's going to basically cost you 3,920 Nuyen.
All right.
10 yuan short of $4,000.
Say again? So go ahead and... I assume you're going to get one hit on 20 dice.
We'll see.
So after an epic montage of the two of you working on this drone, it looks like a surgical scene without the blood, and occasionally Jack making smart-ass comments to encourage you along, and Kenny talking to himself, and somehow that's helping you. Yeah, 3920.
Jack's gonna teach his sprite. We'll call him Wrench. How to play cards.
Except that you cannot perceive the sprite.
Spirits.
Oh, the spirit. Okay, I thought you were talking about the sprite.
All right. I've been hanging out with a lot of technomancers lately. You know, spirits, sprites.
Oh, they're spelled almost the same.
They're literally the same thing. They're just techno magic.
No, they're not. That's where they get you. They're close enough that you think they're the same, and then you start looking and go, oh.
No difference.
And you accidentally make rules that affect one completely differently than the other. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm not bitter. I have no salt. Not at all. Love you, Reverend.
Oh, is he watching?
I don't think he is, but he may catch it or hear about it, so.
Flipping technomancers always being oppressed.
Well, how much is your right, Nuyen? I mean, right? They kill them to make the Matrix, and then they try and capture more of them to do more experimentation. Is that your comm link I hear ringing?
Fake news.
I think I hear your comlink ringing. You're
Oh,
getting messages. 3 of them, actually.
3 messages, man. That must be important.
Jack's like, yeah, okay, I gotta go. I got an urgent call coming in. It's no, Uncle Fester's fine. So, yep, have fun, Edna. Bye, bye. Click.
So you have a message from 3 different Johnsons, 2 that you're unfamiliar with, and 1 is Cat. You have one from a gentleman named Lewis, another one from a gentleman named Hank, and another one from Cat. They all seem to have a job that is right up your alley and needs to be accomplished in the next 12 hours. Uh-oh. Who didn't see that coming? Clutch.
It's crazy.
So you have time to the times work out so that you have time to meet with 2 of them. Um, you have names. You have the name Louis Bellerin, Hank Tom, and Cat. If you'd like to do any research before making that decision, that is completely up to you.
Calling Edna back up.
I'll help do a matrix search because I'm assuming Kenny will be better at that than that. Or do we need to do it separately? Like, can we teamwork and have Kenny do matrix search on each of them?
I mean, it's better off if you just each do a matrix search.
You just want to.
Well, how do you help somebody Google that? I mean, there is a site, let me Google that for you, but beyond doing it for them, how do you help somebody do a Google search?
You ever had your wife standing over your shoulder going, click there, click there?
No, that's me over her shoulder.
Oh, well, then you know how you help someone do a Google search.
Usually it ends up me going, just let me do it.
Exactly.
Because 2 people cannot operate a computer at the same time.
Boom.
So, no.
Alright, we'll each do our individual ones.
So who is
Test.
Kenny searching? Yes, it is an extended test, so you really don't need to help each other. Though limited time. We have, like I said, we have Louis Bellerin, and we have Hank Tom, and we have Cat.
Well, we already know Cat, don't we? Because we've done a run for her before.
Or do you?
Ooh.
Bom, bom, bom.
All right, I'm gonna check out Hank.
Hank Tom. Okay, go ahead and do your roll. And are you going to do Cat or Lewis, Andrew?
So we only can check out one more then? Or can Kenny do more?
Well, I'm having you do it concurrently. And if anybody else wants to do it, we've got another person, or you can both search the same thing. 6 hits, Kenny.
Sure.
Kenny, you learn some things. Hank is human, male, Asian. You can't find any pictures. He does like to hang out in the Englewood area. He seems to be a fixer that likes to do work for corporations.
Any specific ones I'm seeing, or just in general?
You might need to do a few more hits to learn that. Clutch, what were you searching?
Oh, I figured I'd have more. I was gonna search Lewis.
Do you also have the browse program on your comlinks?
I don't know. Take a look.
Oh, Andrew, you're doing your buffing.
Yeah, I've still got to wait till I actually get one high enough to compensate for my low essence.
Yeah, right.
Just keep rolling until I get enough to actually get at least a +1.
Do I have to go look up the phone to find out? Let's see.
Actually, yeah, I was running browse. I thought I was running.
Well, are you emulating browse?
No, actually. So I have the software browse on my thingy,
Oh, the thing.
my burner account link.
Fair enough. I mean, it only costs 60 million.
Yes.
Then you could have re-rolled one of your misses with an edge, that use it or lose it edge.
Yeah. Yep.
For our new viewer, it looks like we have a new viewer. We're doing legwork. So that was no extra hits, Kenny. So you'll have to do another matrix search to find out more. Keeping in mind it takes 10 minutes every search. One hit, you did not find anything out about Lewis Clutch. Andrew,
Yeah.
I think you were going to also search on Lewis. 2 hits.
I said cat, but
Oh, wait, you were going to search on Cat? You worked for her like twice already.
Yeah, why are you gonna search on cat?
Well, I figured I figured Kenny would be the one who does most of the good successes, so I wasn't expecting to do better. But I'm happy to go for whoever.
No, that's up to you. 4 hits, you learn who were you checking on, Cat or Lewis?
I guess I can do Lewis.
So Lewis is another one, human male, mid-30s. He dresses like a corp whiz, but you're pretty sure he's not a corp whiz.
It's an
Extended test though, right? So I can.
Yes, it is. You
I
can
should
find
go.
out more with more hits.
Yeah, I should have done the extended test roll. My bad. But I just went for the matrix search.
And actually, that's probably about all you're going to learn on the Matrix. The same thing with Hank Tom, because personal details like who they tend to work for is not something that they're going to post on Facebook or MeFeed or whatever. That's something you would have to reach out to contacts to find out, and they'd have to be certain kinds of contacts.
What's their Yelp rating?
They're not a business, and Yelp ratings are bogus anyway.
Well, there'd be Johnson rating, right? So Johnsons are us, or your review Johnson.
I think it would be Johnson and Johnson.
That too. Johnson's Johnson.
So, briefly, while he was in Japan, he had actually ended up working for Shiawase, and he still talks to a couple people over there. He has a wage slave friend that works for Shiawase that he would interested in waking up. Actually, if it's the middle of the night, it might not be the middle of the night in Japan. I don't know the time conversion. But see if maybe his friend at Shiawase has heard of this person working for Shiawase at least.
Well, it's Japan is, I don't know if it's forwards or backwards, but it's 10 a.m. there right now. It's GMT +9. We're -4.
If it's the middle of the night here in Denver, it's probably like afternoon over there.
It's late evening, so yeah, it'd probably be morning actually. That connection has very low rating, so you're not likely to get much, but you never know. So we will click the button and see what happens. Say again? No, I was talking about Yasumi Matsuno. Yasumi is not going to be a specialist because they're not like high up in the corporate structure.
Mm-hmm.
And also, to be a specialist, you would probably be looking for somebody like another Johnson or a fixer or somebody in the shadows. Like McAllister. Yasumi does not know anything more than what you do.
Okay.
But they were happy to hear from you. Oh, that was a terrible roll. So McAllister doesn't know much, but is willing to share what he knows with you. He does know that he's heard of A. Lewis that works with the Atlantean Foundation. He doesn't know if it's the same guy, but it might be.
It's a little more than we knew before, though, right?
Yes. And honestly, unless you have a miracle worker out there, you're probably not likely to learn more.
What about Edna? Edna can work miracles.
Edna can work miracles.
Darling.
Does Jack have any connections in the Shadowrunning world?
All of Jack's, I mean, we used Life Path. All of Jack's connections have lousy loyalty.
Well, loyalty is not as important as the connections themselves.
Yeah, I think the highest one I've got is Vishala, which is a 5. This wasn't a lot of, they all come in at 4s.
Well, Vishala is worthwhile because she's a Denver connection, and she's also a Johnson. That's one you actually picked up through work you've done here in Denver.
Yeah,
All
only
right,
got
I will.
Seattle ones.
So your
Vishala.
character would
Oh.
definitely think she's a good one to reach out to.
Jack will give Vishala a call.
And Jack has a ridiculous charisma, so there's that going for you too. And she would be specialized. So
Hello, darling. How are you today?
really, the dice are just not being very friendly, but that's all right. Would you like to roll any edge?
Don't have any. I spent it all.
Oh yeah. So she does know a little bit. You were asking about whom?
I don't know. I've forgotten the names already.
Well, Hank Tom is the one that you know a little bit about, but that he's a corp lackey, but not which corp, primarily. And Kat, you haven't actually done any legwork on, other than experience.
We know a lot about Kat. She was an ex-Shadowrunner. Used to run with the Arcane dude. We like her. She runs a bar. I mean, she's a badass and she owns a bar. Like, she's my dream date.
Yeah, bar and an
And
art.
she has
So
She
was-
has that whole
joke with the other person about stealing that worthless.
that's Arcane.
Actually,
So were you trying to learn more about Hank then, Hank Tom?
Yeah, because we found out what Louis Guzman.
Hank.
He works for the Johnson Foundation or some Atlantean.
Atlantean Foundation, which somebody can look up. I don't even know what book it's detailed in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
Louis Guzman now.
No, he's Louis
Guzman.
Bellerin, not Guzman.
Guzman.
Hank Tom, with the limited hits you had, she does remember him in the past having work related to MCT. Mitsuhama.
I hate them. Yeah, I say we need to go talk to Kat. She needs us.
So are you going to talk to just Cat, or you've got time to talk to two?
Let's talk to Louis Guzman too, because I want to find out more about this Atlantean thing. I don't like MCT.
There is
Yeah.
no Louis Guzman.
They caused the. That was his name, Louis, right?
Louis Bellerin.
Yeah.
Stop changing my NPC's names.
I said Louis.
Yes, but you changed his last name.
Yeah, because I want to find out more about.
You know what?
Foundation.
I'm gonna actually change your name.
You probably already have me with a hover thing.
No, but I could do that. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah. Let's find out more about Hank Tom from Vishala, and then talk to, because I feel like I see things coming together right now. Jack has a premonition.
So you want to talk to Louis, who you think is working for Atlantean Foundation, and Kat, who you don't care who she's working for, you just like her because she's a pretty face that owns a bar.
Sounds right.
And she has dealt fairly with us in the past.
I mean, there is that. Sure. Who would you like to speak to first? I'll let you choose.
I mean, if you guys are okay with it, let's talk to Louis.
Yeah, sure. New face, new information.
New
Sounds
face.
good.
Did you finally get rid of Jack?
Yes, that's the plan. We're hiring this Lewis as the next face.
Okay, so the meeting place with Louis is a middle class hotel in the Lakewood neighborhood.
It's in my contract. You can only replace me with Randall Name.
Your name has been changed.
Oh, ouch!
Quit messing with my NPC's names. Shadow jerk. It was too easy.
This is some grade school stuff, man.
Yes, it is.
What
And
are you talking about? Shaming kids in your that you
we never shamed them. We just
told them
we
you're not gonna amount to much.
no, we
I'll
taught
play
them
with
to
blocks over
lean
there.
into their strengths. If you can machine the hell out of a part, why in the world would you try and be an electronicist? I know that's not a word, but it is now. So,
Alright.
you meet. Are you going to meet Lewis at the middle class hotel in Lakewood?
Yes.
So he is happy to make your acquaintance, and he has a job of the utmost importance. It needs to happen in about the next 12 hours.
Thank you, Mr. Guzman. I love your work, by the way.
The name's Balerin. He you just threw me off. Stop it. He will pay you 4,000 nuyen to retrieve somebody that is a changeling. He's being held just outside the FRFZ, and I recommend you transport him unconscious if possible.
Unconscious? What? They're not going to be what cooperative, you think?
This is retrieval, not rescue.
Fair enough.
So you just want
What
to
is the
navigate.
pay?
4,000 nuyen each. And it needs to happen in the next 12 hours. So by
Hey, where's this guy at? Is it far away? Is it?
just outside the FRFZ, I'm not going to give more details until we have an accord.
And who are the players in play? Like, who are we retrieving this person from?
I do not know. He was liberated from another location, and you need to re-liberate him so that he can go to our location.
I'm judging his intentions. 4 hits. Is he lying to me?
I mean, he hasn't said a whole lot that could be a lie.
He said, I don't know.
What did he say I don't know about? Oh, who you're liberating him from?
Yeah.
He honestly does. That part is honest. He doesn't know who the other party is for that.
Okay.
With a 4 hits on judge intentions, you get the impression that it's basically kidnapping from kidnappers who kidnapped.
All right. So
It's hot potato.
there is a high value target that's up in the air, and everyone's playing grab the ball
Pretty much.
before it lands. Okay. Hey, I understand that. Can you tell me more about the Atlantean Foundation? That's such a cool name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've heard through the grapevine that you're associated with the Atlantean Foundation, and I just wanted to find out a little bit more.
I might have done work for them in the past. I think you can probably find out about them on your own. Across the table, the DM has no clue who they are.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought they were like a big.
They are a thing. I remember reading about them. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, they're a group of. They collect Shadowrunners, and they collect magic stuff. They're like magic people, and they like taking magic things.
Ah, right. I've read the book. I think they're probably in Sixth World Almanac or in they might be in the Neo's Anarchist Streetpedia or Emerald City. I can't remember which one I read them in. No, they wouldn't be in Emerald City, I don't think. No, well, they're mentioned in Third Parallel, but they're not defined there. Actually, they're probably in, and I don't have that book in this room. They're probably in. Is it not Power Plays? What's Collapsing Now? Yeah, I think Collapsing Now is the one that has all the different groups. I think they might be in that one. Because other organizations that we've met in Third Parallel are in there.
I really thought the run with the foci was against them.
No, that was against Ghostwalker.
Yeah, but he was still collecting a bunch of magic items, and that's what the Atlantean got.
Well, he was what's the right word? He was seizing spirit binding foci for a reason. He doesn't like spirits being bound or summoned in general, but bound especially. So he was basically doing it to protect his spirit friends. That was at least the motive that seems pretty obvious to everybody that cares to look.
All right. Well, thank you for your offer,
Mr.
So are you gonna do we have a deal here or what's going on?
We have to go discuss it amongst ourselves. We'll let you know.
All right. Well,
We'll tell you.
don't take too long. It's this time sensitive, and if you don't respond quickly, I will have to find somebody else.
How long do we have to the minute?
He will give you an exact time that's roughly 6 minutes from now.
Ah,
No, he'll give you about 25 minutes to figure it out.
25 minutes. Okay. Well,
It's time is of the essence.
on to the next.
Yeah, can we just like call Cat really quick?
Yeah, let's jump in the truck. We'll jump in the Clutch's van because I'm sure he's got some like
Yes.
jamming and it's the A-team van.
That's right.
She would prefer to meet in person for this because it's sensitive.
Well, how far away are you, Cat?
She's in Glendale.
How far away are you, Cat?
You're the one that made the fancy map that has the actual neighborhoods on it. I think I gave you guys one.
I don't even know
I gave you a
right
link.
now.
Are
Are we
we?
at the Atlantean
I
Foundation offices? Number
No.
3?
No, maybe. What section? You're in Lakewood. Actually, I gave you a map somewhere. Denver Front Range Free Zone. That's probably too small. No, it's not. Okay, so Evergreen, Boulder, Lakewood. I said.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. So Lakewood is to the. I think I can find it here. Maybe. This is really hard to translate over.
I made my own map, which I'm loading up my lobby now.
It's right around in this area is Lakewood.
Okay, and where's Cat at? Cat's over here. Her bar is like...
It's not at her bar.
Oh, okay.
She wants to meet at a place in Glendale, which is, I think that's north, isn't it? Oh, where the hell is that?
Can we make it in 25 minutes or less?
Probably not. That is not on the map. Glendale doesn't exist. I'm sorry. The neighborhood you were looking for is no longer with us. Please try another castle.
That could make it difficult to meet her.
Anyway, it's further than 25 minutes away. I have spaces on the map that aren't mapped. Maybe up in. I don't know. It's further than 25 minutes is what matters.
So
She's
Yeah.
expected to at least tell us how much the job's worth, though, right? With the comlink.
She's hesitant to talk about anything. She doesn't know if she's being listened in on.
Well, I guess you're gonna
What
have to
did you
find
say
some
to
other
us?
runners then, because we can't make it there in 25 minutes. Not physically. You
You
want
want
me
me to-
halfway?
No, she didn't give you 25 minutes. He did.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, screw that guy. We're gonna go talk to Cat.
Okay,
So
she wants you to go to the store and get a loaf of bread for 10 million.
Each.
Is that 4,000 apiece? Is that?
So you're gonna meet her, and are you gonna bother to call Lewis or just leave him hanging?
Yeah, I'll call Lewis and say, hey man, that 25-minute time restriction is just too tight. We'll talk to you later.
Alrighty.
I'll hang up on him.
Wow. Burn that bridge.
I mean,
Atlantean.
All right, so you go to the meeting with Kat, and she tells you similar situation. She's got a person she wants retrieved. He must be alive. Well, he is preferably alive. It has to happen in the next 12 hours. She will pay 5,000 new yen per team member. And if something should happen to the target, then she'll pay you a flat fee of 5,000 new yen for the body and whatever is on it.
Does it sound like exactly the same guy? Or
You didn't get details. You didn't get details from anyone else. And actually, you've made pretty quick time, so you do have time to meet with the other Johnson.
I mean, okay, but we'll be like, Cat, we're gonna put a pin in this. It sounds good. You want a body alive. I'm happy with that. We're gonna do some legwork and then get back with you.
So are you accepting the offer, or are you putting me on hold?
But by legwork, I mean we're gonna talk to the competition and find out exactly what they're looking for.
So you're doing intel gathering.
Yes.
So am I hearing that you are accepting my offer?
I mean, I'm good with that.
Are you unwell? You usually argue with me about every new yen.
Yeah, I mean, Sounds like this guy's in high demand.
Are you really Shadowjack, or is this an imposter?
I'm
This-
turning over a new leaf. I was recently called Shadow Jerk, and it wounded me deeply. But no, yeah, let's
There's other-
negotiate.
There's probably other Shadowrun teams on this thing with such high demand. So
I mean, there's
Very well could
logic.
be.
I still need to actually get at least one rank in negotiation to do that.
yeah, you should probably do that.
Every mission.
Oh, I only got one.
Oh, yeah, Kenny's just going to point out that clearly this person is in, very high demand, and 5,000 apiece is a lot smaller than we've got before.
Are you gonna like use a data sprite to do charts and graphs?
Ooh, that would be
Because
cool.
it says we can use logic plus influence in negotiation if we're using logical arguments, and I'm pretty sure 3 out of the 4 of us would prefer to use logic than charisma, right?
I mean, at this point we're role playing because you're gonna have max hits for Jack to use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of the data sprite helping by doing a presentation of some sort.
I used to do that
That
with
would be-
Digger. Come on. All right, yeah, Jack's gonna take those 4 hits because that's all he can take. And he'll, give convincing arguments to Kat. Like, yeah, it's we're getting multiple hits on this job. Lots of people are paying lots of new yen. It's a ball up in the air, and we're the team that's gonna get in there, wrestle it down, and carry that home to victory.
She yawns a little bit. Go ahead and roll dice.
Yeah, I'm rolling dice.
Oh, only 2 hits.
Dang.
Do you wish to use any edge?
I don't know. Do you wish to use any edge?
You know, normally on influence tests, I only retaliate.
Okay. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm not too worried about it. I got lots of money. We're feeling pretty flush, Kat. I want you to know we just had a really good run.
so what I'm hearing is you're going to do this one for free.
No, you're gonna pay us, and you're gonna pay us a little bit more, and then you're gonna give us a free round of drinks at your bar.
I could probably do that. I don't have anything too expensive. At least nothing I'll share with you guys.
Yeah, I know. I've been to the place. Even Yelp doesn't have good reviews.
Yeah, because Yelp is worth the digital paper it's printed on. You know how many sprites visit that site hourly? So she'll give you an extra 500 new yen. I think. Let me look at my notes. Yep, that's an extra 500. Wait, what? Huh, I only put 1 note down there. Oh, fun. So it happens when I do too many things at once. So yeah, she'll pay you 5,500.
All right, give us all the extra information that we need to accomplish this mission.
Yeah, where's it at? What are we doing?
So he is actually outside of. Oh wait, did you want to do your other legwork? Because if you do, you need to go do that real quick.
What other legwork? Oh, those
Go to Hank?
you guys.
Yeah.
The third guy, yeah, might as well.
She'll give you a data chip with the pertinent details. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of her.
All right.
While you're headed over
No,
there,
I do.
while you're driving over, I'll give you the quick rundown. It is a person who is being referred to as the refugee. He's he is distinctive looking, and he is located quite a bit outside of Denver. So he's outside the FRFZ, in the mountains, in a cabin that's up against a cliff. That is about all that you know, without doing any legwork.
What about details of delivery?
There is a location to deliver him or his corpse to. You get the impression that she would prefer he's alive, that this is more rescue than the other one was kidnapping. This one's more of a rescue.
Well, that's kind of what I was going at. Like,
Well, let's go talk to
There's-
the last guy, and then we can call Cat on the way.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I have questions too.
So you make it across town to Englewood, which is in the south, I believe. I can look at my little handout again. I really should learn these things, but I don't live in Denver. I lived in Colorado Springs briefly. Yep, Englewood is pretty close to where you guys are located, actually. Right around here. So you head over there, and you meet with a human male, Asian origin, who meets you. He seems pretty comfortable meeting with you, like it's not his first day at the races. And he will offer you 6,000 new yen to kill somebody. Assuming you are capable of killing somebody that is awakened.
Let me guess, a changeling?
I don't know what a changeling is, but he's awakened and he needs to be killed. And if you can do it within the next 6 hours, I'll give you a bonus. I do require proof of death.
So add a character, this is clearly a different run from the one we agreed with Cat, then I take.
I don't know why you would get that impression.
No, these are all the same run.
It's probably the same person.
Yes. They're trying to just prevent this person from being obtained by the other people.
All right, over the AR, I'll be like, well, Cat said he didn't care. The Cat wants him alive, and this Cat wants him dead. But she did say she'd give us $5,000 if we brought a dead body to her.
But yeah, but that's the split, so it'd just be 1,500 each.
Right, but this guy's giving us $6,000 a piece and a bonus if we kill him, and then
Well, we know who doesn't have a problem with wet work.
once he's dead, we can totally drop off at Cats. And
I'm actually glad at this point that Docs isn't here.
oh, I mean,
I mean,
yeah, go ahead, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, how about this? We go, we save this guy. Maybe he's got some extra cash that he will push push it up to help pay for his life.
Oh, yeah, sure. That sounds like a good idea too.
Because then we get Cat's 5,000, and if he gives us 4,000, then we're at that 6,000.
That's
All
true.
right, let's tell Mr. Hank Tom that we cannot accept his offer, and we'll take off. We'll get back to Cat.
Okay, I understand. Maybe in the future we can do business.
Thank you very much, sir. Dobo.
So, do you have any scouty type drones?
I have lots of
Like
drones.
long range? Because we need to get eyes on that cabin
Yeah.
as soon as possible. Because there's going to be 2 other teams heading towards it. I guarantee it.
yeah, I mean,
My
we need to
Blackhawk.
get boots on the ground as quickly as possible because
Yeah.
My Blackhawk can go pretty far and
Yeah.
stuff.
So
So
punch it, Mav. Can you get that out of the FRFZ?
Yeah, because the borders are sometimes monitored. I will say that it is going to be east. Or west, rather, sorry. West.
Yeah, the mountains are west.
Yeah. Well, I was looking west. I always, for some reason, when I say the direction, I say the wrong one. I know which one's east and west. I say I'm going west, and then I turn to the east. I think there's a screw loose. Maybe more than one.
Is there a doubt?
I mean, sometimes.
So yeah, let's start driving west, and then give Cat a call because I think Kenny had some questions, and I definitely have some questions.
All right. Well, she will answer the comm link.
So I'll fill Cat in on the fact that there's 2 other Johnsons hiring teams for this job, basically counter teams, and not to push the envelope, but like if we get there, if we drop Cat's name to the refugee, will that help?
Willingly have him come with us?
You're asking.
Cat.
If the refugee knows her name, like, can we say we're from Cat? And
Will that make a
I
difference?
don't think he would know who I am.
Is there any way we
gain his trust that you know of?
She seems a little bit hesitant. Why don't you roll yeah. Convincing. That's the one. Influence would probably be the right one because you're not trying to lie. You're trying to ease the truth out of her.
Okay, I'll roll influence.
I'm gonna do. What would that composure maybe? Yeah, I feel like composure. Yeah. I'm gonna do composure against that. I don't know what her. Oh, she's already open. I really wish that was not true.
rolling?
Awful.
You are because you have 1,000,000 charisma.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Oof.
She said
You
What?
roll
6 hits
75%.
with 8 dice? I'd rather not share that with you because it may change your opinion of the mission.
Uh-huh.
Dum dum dum.
The Mr. Johnson has a bit of a stigma.
Mr. Johnson or the refugee?
Mr. Johnson, she's the fixer. Mr. Johnson,
Okay.
the one who's paying her to pay you.
All right. So we're gonna keep going. I'll call some contacts.
But I guess she's the Johnson. That was dumb. She's the Johnson. She's also a fixer. But yeah, she's the Johnson. Her employer has a bit of a stigma about them, so she'd rather not share that.
Can
But
she share any information about the other players in this game, and if we're going to be running up against a corp at some point, coming after this dude?
I don't know that any corps that would be interested in him have any resources that can move quickly. I know in 12 hours that that the target is going to be picked up by a force that you won't be able to stand to. That's why you have a 12-hour window.
All right, send me drone up there.
Let me see. Give me a stealth roll. Are you jumped in or just dog brain?
I'd probably be dog brain since I'm driving the van too. So
Yeah, probably. Or the van was on auto. Have it stealth roll happen.
I mean, I could jump into one of the other
the only
if
one.
we want something other than a dog brain.
And also roll your edge. And turn exploding. Turn your edge edge toggle on and just roll 1 dice.
Turn my edge toggle on and roll 1 dice.
Yeah, just use the d6 and roll 1 die and just tell it to explode 6s. Or no, roll your. Okay, what I want you to do is roll your edge attribute with exploding 6s. So you'll have to use the d6 roller and tell it to explode and just put whatever your edge attribute is for the dice pool. Because if you toggle the edge thing on, it adds your edge attribute to the roll. And I don't want that. This is a luck roll. See, that's what I didn't want to happen. You got edge plus edge. I'll just take the first 4 dice. So you got 2 hits. You got 2 hits on that because that was the first 4 dice. So I'm okay with that. So the edge roll was basically, are you lucky enough to have gone through a gap in the observation of the border? And 2 hits was enough. With the 1 hit from your stealth, you are able to get out sneakily enough with that drone.
Sweet.
Did you have any other questions for Kat?
It doesn't sound like she's going to divulge much more information, so...
Well, she'll tell you flat out. If you tell him you're rescuing him, if you can be as convincing with him as you are with me sometimes, you might be able to convince him to come peaceably. He may be subdued and
you would go on a date with me.
that's not happening. He may be subdued and you may not have an option. So you may want to have an option to carry somebody that's, metahuman sized. Now, whether that's a centaur or a minotaur rather, or a giant or a troll, I don't know.
Yeah, we totally don't have that.
Sure you do.
What's the strength rating for Major? Because I know for a small mechanical arm, its default strength is 2, but she's got 2 cyber arms, so
I have no idea.
That's still 2. Yeah.
it's still 2 by default. Okay.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did we get Major repaired? I thought we were.
We know
called-
we got it.
Yeah, you got Major repaired, and Clutch and Andrigger, basically everybody is exhausted because you've been up for 12 hours working on Major.
Yeah.
Jack hasn't. Jack's been taking a nap.
Well, how were you sustaining spells while sleeping? You have to concentrate on those. You have to be conscious.
Yes, but you don't have to sleep to reset your stun track.
So you weren't
Rest.
taking a nap. You were
You
resting.
slept.
You misspoke.
Kind of a nap.
He slept with his eyes open and his brain functioning, just like people do when they're awake.
Just like a lot of people do while they're functioning throughout the day.
Uh,
Eyes open, functioning, brain off. So what the drone is showing you is there appears to be a cleft of solid rock with a cabin poking out from it. And the only open area that you could land is about 1 kilometer north. And it's wide open between that area and the actual cabin.
all right.
So basically open sight lines all the way to the cabin. So if there are defenses, you don't see any at the moment, then they will have a clear line of sight. It is at an elevation of 2,700 meters, which is about 10,000 feet? Yeah, close to, 7,500, 8,000 feet, somewhere in there.
Is it a location we can drive to?
No.
So how are we getting there, people?
Are you sure?
You haven't bought. Oh, hey, thanks for the follow. We have a follower. You guys are getting closer to the 50 followers.
Are you
If we
sure
get
we
50
can't drive
followers,
there?
can we have a helicopter?
If you can afford one.
I can probably afford one right
But
now.
just remember, I have infinite missiles. That's all I gotta say. You saw what they did to the boat.
That is a problem.
All right. Time to steal a plane.
I feel like you could probably arrange for something.
Can Kat get us a helicopter to rent?
She's a
Fixer.
For a fee.
How much is
all
the
for it.
fee gonna be?
For her.
Yeah.
Too bad I sold back that jetpack.
Yeah, why did you do that?
I
You
just-
were ready. I thought you had read the chapter already.
I mean,
No, Jack actually doesn't have a piloting skill, so I realize how dangerous that would be.
Well, you don't trust it on autopilot?
Huh.
What we could have done
I
is
could
we could have put a machine sprite in the backpack and had the machine sprite drive.
So what you're saying is you want to
The
radio
reverse
control. So you're saying you want to radio control Jack's jetpack. I like that idea. Let's do that.
What?
Could go wrong.
Jack doesn't trust your strange techno magic.
So,
off-road vehicle or a
No, it's
helicopter?
going to have to be a helicopter or VTOL.
Well, let's go look for some helicopters.
She can arrange for the vehicle because it won't be in danger.
The vehicle won't be in danger?
Yeah, she will arrange for a ride. You don't have to pilot.
Oh, so you just drop us off and then...
Pretty much. And then when the coast is clear, you're ready for pickup. You give them the signal or the call, and they'll come get you.
Which
Uh,
means we're not getting extracted under fire.
Yeah, pretty much. Bad news. Also, there's no Matrix out there.
Well, that's okay.
Kenny, you've been working on gun skills, right?
I can probably hit the broadside of a barn.
I mean,
you
you've
can
got a
throw it
mountain
off
and
the
a
side.
cabin, so that's close to a barn.
I mean, you're just gonna have to hack people's individual stuff.
See, and I was gonna get that steel links and should have did it. Oh, all right. Let's do this.
All right. So, you have any prep you need to do? Time is of the essence. I would say it's probably you're down to 11 hours. Get
Yeah,
to
no,
the
it's
chopper.
Let's head to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
I mean,
Jack has everything he needs: his wits and his charisma.
That's right.
do we have all our weapons loaded into the van already?
Oh, I always have my weapons in the van.
If
All right.
if he ever has the van confiscated, it's bankruptcy.
It'll be fine.
So yeah, your drone isn't able to see a whole lot more unless you get close enough that it could be spotted.
That's fine. I'll just have it patrol around that area until we get there.
Yep. And as we travel through the air, I'm gonna summon a couple spirits of air.
How appropriate. If only you were surrounded by air.
We're traveling through air. It should be good.
Yes, but you're beating the air to a pulp because helicopters don't fly. They beat the air into submission. Oh, I get to press buttons and ruin your life. Oh, that time it didn't work. Well, you resisted that drain.
All right, you I will call Soar.
Thor?
Soar.
Oh, okay.
The Disney ride.
Soarin', that's Soarin'. Wife's favorite ride. It has what's the starfish from SpongeBob? Patrick.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm pretty sure that's the guy who narrates the safety video. The actor that does Patrick's voice.
Okay.
Okay then.
I will summon another one because everyone likes air spirits. I only have 3 this time.
Yes!
Yeah, unfortunate.
I like how average hits it should be like 2, sometimes 3, and bot hits it should be 2. Whoops. And when I roll against you, it's 4. And took drain. Yes! It's the only time I can ever hit the runners is when they hurt themselves.
You know, yeah, that's fine. I'll take the drain. How long's the helicopter ride?
Not long enough to rest. It's, I don't know. It's only like 30 kilometers. That's not a long helicopter ride.
No, it's not.
Because I'm saying it's basically just off the map, off in, I don't have the right tool, off in this direction. So you arrive there, and yes, it is a clearing in pine trees.
How's this guy driving? Am I getting anxious because he's an idiot?
Well, I mean, you're probably not a big fan of somebody else being in control.
I'm definitely not.
So you're probably using the floor brake like bad backseat drivers do. They're like hitting the brakes on the floor.
Can I hack his machine and take over as the rigger?
That might not be wise.
Oh.
Having cyber combat to control a vehicle while you're in the vehicle high above the ground seems like a great plan. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, we just gotta knock the guy out, and we win. I mean, that would, with all of us, that would take like a second. But anyways, we don't want to do that. We're gonna land, right? And Jack's gonna summon a plant spirit.
A plant spirit. Is it a spirit of pine cone?
It is the spirit of the mountain plants. Wait, down that spirit resists. You want me to click it? I'll click it.
No, because your rolls suck.
They actually do quite a bit. Hey, I made the drain, so I got me a spirit of plants. Haven't had one of these before. I'm gonna call you. What's a good name? Somebody give me a good name.
I still think it's unfair that sprites have twice their successes as drain or as fade, whereas spirits only have their level.
Chlorophyll.
Technomancers have it unfair?
Well, no.
Sure.
Sprites get twice against registering. Or no, it's twice their level for registering. But the drain is sorry. The drain is the hits for compiling a sprite. It's twice when you're trying to register them.
I will name this
That's right.
plant
It's just
spirit
they can't
Leaf.
have more than one.
I heard someone out there with chlorophyll and I didn't like it, so I went Leaf.
Leaf. I said Daisy first, and then chlorophyll, and then I'm like, I don't know. That's
Daisy, Daisy.
All I want to know is what did Phil do that required you to claw him, huh? Why are you clawing a Phil?
I don't know.
Oh man, the accent there.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Would you prefer I talk like this then? Should I?
Yep.
I can be all cockney for you if that's what you prefer.
Clawing a Phil.
Yep.
I do a good English accent. I do. All 60 of them I does.
All 60 of them. And it's still better than Dick Van Dyke.
Well, there are an awful lot of English accents, so most people think, the Queen's proper accent is the one that should be used, but that's more of an Oxfordshire accent, whereas, they don't like the Cambridgeshire.
More partial to the Welsh.
The Welsh is much harder to do.
I don't recognize any of them. They're just British, or sometimes Aussie, or sometimes New Zealander.
The thing about Australian accents is they're really subtle differences between Australian accents. You're really not going to pick up on in general. Like, is it elbow or elbow? So, if you're not really paying attention, you're not going to notice much of it.
Okay, so you've summoned Soar and you've summoned Phil.
Leaf.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil's good. I can do that.
Leaf.
Feels good? Does it feel good?
So first thing Jack will do is you will look at Phil, and he will say, "All right, I need your assistance. You have the search power. I want you to find this person for us."
You would need more information than you have, I think, for the search power. Also, keep in mind.
228.
What's that?
On CRB 228.
Yeah, and what does it say you need to know?
There's a search modifiers table there.
Okay.
The critter must have seen the thing it's searching for at some point before the search begins. This is a spirit that inhabits this area. He's never seen this person.
No.
So the person. Oh, so I will infer from that that person has not been here very long.
That's a good inference, actually.
There is a cabin in this area. Can you find that?
I mean, you can see it from where you landed. It can see you from where you landed. So you better hope that they don't have guns aimed at you.
Oh, okay. Well, we're a kilometer away.
Because you obviously haven't decided, oh, we're going to pretend to be hikers that just happen to be here. Nope. You're just like, yep, we're Shadowrunners. We're here to take your stuff.
All right.
Well, like the other two teams.
I mean, we didn't have a lot of options unless we wanted to climb up the side of the mountain.
I mean, hikers could use a helicopter to land on the side of the mountain.
Yeah, hoity-toity hikers. I mean,
Jack's just gonna start walking towards the cabin. He's unarmed, so
sounds
he's
good.
not too concerned.
I got my backpack drone just in case, and then I will just tell the other drone to watch
So
out.
what exactly did you ask your spirit, and what were you doing with your drone? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So the Jack was gonna have him find this person, but I guess he's in the cabin that we can see. I thought we were a kilometer away, and typically anywhere in the mountains, if you're a kilometer away, there's no way you're seeing stuff.
No, I told you specifically that the drone saw that your only landing point was quite a ways off, and it was direct view, indirect view.
Right.
You're about a kilometer north of the cabin right now. Sorry, I am mistaken. It does not have a clear view of you, but you are about a kilometer north of it. And you had to obviously land in an open area. Helicopters don't land in trees very well.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
At least more than once. So yeah, you do not. They do not have a clear view of you. I misread that.
I can, if you guys want, I can fashion us up some hiker gear.
Yeah, I mean, we
It
could
take
try
a
that
short
route.
while.
Sure.
Anything that can get us close to the cabin without getting shot at is probably good.
Well, my drone hasn't seen anything, otherwise it would have told me. So far so good.
Actually, no, I was right. I was recalling correctly. The clearing is visible from the front door. So if there's someone there, they're aware that a helicopter landed.
But they wouldn't have seen us specifically, right? So we.
I mean,
Still behind.
if they had optics or something, they might have, but you don't know what they've got going on.
I'm pretty sure I got magnification. I'll double check.
I said if they had optics.
Yeah, but I can have a look and see if they can see us, right? Like I can see if anyone's looking.
If they aren't undercover, sure. So if you have magnification, any of you have magnification, go ahead and give me a perception. If you're using it to look at the cabin. Yes, visual is applicable. I believe the vision magnification gives you 1 edge, does it not? Or is it just a roleplay thing? Oh, I can magnify.
It's mainly to up your AR for anything beyond close.
Well, I would give you an edge using the magnification. Actually, I'm letting you do the roll because you have it. So anybody that's got it can add an edge.
Yeah,
Okay, but
it's in my mask.
So far, I have seen 2 people roll 3.
So if I get a edge, I'll use it, I guess, since I've already got my 1 edge. So I'll re-roll a miss.
Yeah, Kenny and Clutch, if you want to re-roll one of your misses, you got a free edge. Well, I didn't mean re-roll the whole thing, Clutch. You can re-roll 1 die.
Fine.
Nice try.
I think it's possible to reroll 1 die and get 6 hits, right?
Wait.
No, that's 6 pips, not hits.
My first die was a 1, so I didn't get any.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that's fine. So 3 hits, 3 hits. You do not see anybody or anything looking at you. What you see is basically this. It's literally built into the side of the mountain.
That's nice.
It looks homey. Not like homie from the block, but homey.
All right.
Hello, hello in the cabin. Is anybody home?
I doubt they'll hear us from a.
Yeah, you're a kilometer away. You'd be yelling pretty loud.
We're gonna
Yeah,
start.
that's like 2/3 of a mile, which is what, like 3,000 feet or something.
I mean,
5,280.
that image looks a lot closer than I thought.
Jack is rolling outdoors unskilled. That is also a thing. If any of you would like to roll an outdoors check, if you have that skill.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
So if we have that skill, so does anyone have that skill?
Nope.
Time to summon another task spirit.
Wait,
Is
what?
that
the
literally
outdoors?
is that a skill that task
is.
spirits can have? That's funny.
It is. So
I do not like this ghost in the machine that you are using.
Yeah, spirits are definitely OP.
oh yeah, they totally are. They're the best things in the game.
They really need to nerf them. I mean, that's the thing about spirits in a lot of the Shadowrunning games. They either become too powerful or they get nerfed.
I typically only summon Force 4, so I try and keep the shenanigans low.
Or at least
please
tolerable.
Spirit resist for me. Thank you.
Oh man, lots of hits.
I love these loaded dice.
Ties go to the attacker, and I get 1 success because it is a task spirit willing to help.
Yeah, so yeah, you got. If it wasn't a task spirit, the spirit would have given you his finger and flown off. But this one gives you 1 bonus hit.
All right, I see you're busy. You got a lot to do. Can you just do some outdoorsy stuff and just check that cabin over there and tell us what you can glean from that, and then go on your business? You know,
What do you mean by check that cabin over there?
I want you to do.
That's not
Outdoors
very
check.
outdoorsy. The outdoors was to proceed through the woods. I was thinking you were summoning the spirit as like your woods guide.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, be our woods guide, Mister Task Spirit.
Get us to that cabin.
He was in the Eagle Spirits program. I don't know. I'm making shit up.
Yeah, no,
That's fine.
So what is his dice pool is gonna be? What, 8?
Yeah, probably. I'm not gonna.
Well, that's not very good. I'm gonna roll to GM.
Let's see. That would be intuition. Yeah, intuition is force for task spirit, so it'd be rating 4 outdoors plus 4.
Wow, that was very consistent.
And
In fact, I will name you Scout.
I once Scout to roll his outdoor skill 3 times. Outdoors and intuition. I don't know what it normally is. Yes, outdoors intuition. Yeah, that works.
Can I roll from these sheets? I don't think so.
Yes, you should be able to.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not setting up a sheet here. I'm just gonna roll from mine.
Yeah, just roll 8 dice. That's all you gotta do. I mean, if you trust Jack's dice. You could just use the D6 if you wanted to on any spirit. I feel like at this point you should probably have a sheet for each spirit type.
They keep. I don't know. Yeah. All right. First one, 3 hits.
Okay, do the next.
Four hits.
And the next one.
Guide us wisely, Mr. Scout. Ah, wait.
So here's how this plays
hold
out.
up.
Hold up.
You might want to roll some dice there.
No, I like that roll. I like that roll a lot.
Dice full 0.
It
You got
didn't.
a
It
0.
didn't actually put the 8 in there. Oh,
Wait, it wasn't a glitch. Damn it. So as you're walking along, the spirit points at a spot on the ground, and you see that there's a tripwire trap there, very well concealed, just not well enough to fool your spirit. So you
Jack
guys.
will
absolutely be following right behind Major, who's behind the spirit.
Oh wow!
Kidding. Jack will be right behind the spirit.
And then a little bit later, the spirit stops abruptly and has you walk around and points out a pit trap with, of course, spikes in it. Because what kind of pit trap would it be without the spikes? And at the very end, I need you all, each of you, to roll your edge attribute.
Do we want to do that fancy way with the exploding sisters?
No, just your edge attribute.
Oh.
Well, we have a winner. Kenny, the trap that the spirit missed hits you. What was it? It was like a branch that was bent back with spikes tied to it, and it swings
fine.
forward and smacks you right in the shoulder for. I'm just gonna make up a number. I'm gonna make it random.
I kind of feel like Jack was right in front of Kenny, and he saw something on the ground. He's like, "Oh, look, a penny!" And he just kind of bent over, and the branch swiped.
That's exactly what happened. That's what the edge roll helped you with. Yeah. See. So you take 4 physical, and you might want to get that looked at.
It's just like back in Nam.
If only we had somebody in the party who could heal you magically.
What kind of
don't
team
we
has
wanna
one of
use the
those?
first-
Aid kit first.
Jack doesn't want to knock himself out. Come on.
I'm hearing a little bit of drain trauma speaking.
Man.
Busting my
I
butt
do
this
have a-
run. Okay, nope, I got it. I got it.
Shadowjack has post drain stress syndrome.
Nice.
Yes, my rolls are coming back.
All right,
Thanks, Jack.
so yeah, unfortunately Jack didn't drain himself on that one. I mean, I'm glad you're okay, Jack. So you are within spitting distance of the cabin, and you obviously there's somebody that doesn't want people there.
All right.
If I would like Jack. You said you were in the front, and one other person, probably Kenny. Go ahead and roll perception one more time. Major can roll perception as well.
Yeah, I'm looking over at this task for it first. I'm like, this was your mistake. You're not. I'm not.
Someone
By the
new
way,
again.
he got you to the cabin, so I feel like his task is complete. Yes.
Yes, your task is complete. You almost killed my friend. You got to live with those consequences.
It just shrugs and wanders off.
Yeah, I'm sure. Probably already complaining to his union. Stupid humans.
Yeah, so much for your ASREP. Wow, so you guys suck at the perception thing. Actually, that's not terrible. What was your dice pool on the clear site? Oh, I can count.
think I'm
Not
highest.
bad. 7, 8. So you all rolled average, basically, except Kenny. Well,
Oh, yeah.
one is 1.5 rounded down. You guys do not see anything. You see the cabin that I showed you before. I should probably bring that up so people can see it. It's I did a lot of extremely hard work Google searching for a cabin. I think it took 30 seconds.
Did you have someone help you Google search?
No, the puppy is asleep. She's the only one that gets to help me on Google searches.
At
So
this point, Kenny's
He's convinced the cabin's going to blow up when we open the door.
the door's partially open, as you can see.
Hello in the cabin. Did someone order an Uber?
Well, if you'd rolled a decent perception score, you might have heard something, but no.
I'll take my my hover drone off and send it in there.
I don't. So
I'm
the
gonna send
door
you
on
this
this,
woman.
the door on this cabin is not quite as the picture depicts, because that would be too easy. The door on the cabin is actually huge.
Oh, well, there you go.
The cabin door is large, 3 meter by 3 meter square. The wall has 2 windows fashioned from polished shocked quartz that resemble stained glass. And the door is not open. I was joking about that.
Yeah, Jack's gonna
Oh.
do an astral scan of the area.
You see lots and lots of life, but nothing that jumps out at you. Would you roll? If you rolled something stupid
haven't
high.
actually
Done it yet.
Okay, well, roll, and if you get something stupid high, maybe you see something. But generally
Can-
speaking, there's nothing jumps out at you.
You just want another perception then.
Astral
check-
perception.
Can Jack astrally project, or is he not taking that meta magic?
Not yet,
meta
no.
magic yeah, cool. Then I'll astrally project and see what I can see.
Hey, 5 hits.
5
Alright.
hits.
Perception of the area in the astral.
Well, you can't see into the building because it's solid building.
I'm actually trying. I'm actually at this point. If I don't see anything magically active on the cabin, I'm focusing on the forest around us.
You don't. You see some wildlife off in the distance. With a roll like that, sure, you see an elk bounding by. I don't know if there's elk in Colorado.
In every action movie where he has to save somebody, as soon as they get that person, that's when they get attacked.
Of course it is. Yeah, so you don't see anybody outside in the woods, if that's what you're after.
Okay. And there was no ward on the cabin.
Not that you are aware of, no.
Andrew was
So I
trying
enter
to
with that issue.
desperately get in.
Oh, well, go ahead.
I got 3 on my astral perception as I went in.
Yeah, so there is no ward on this building. There's an astral, an awakened individual inside. It looks like they're, what's the word? Restrained. And that is pretty much all. It's a very basic setup.
Okay. Does it look like they're clearly awakened? But does it look like they're a centaur or a changeling of some description?
In the astral, you can't tell that. I mean, they look average sized, if that's what you're after.
All right.
All right. If there's nothing else I can see, then there's no guards or anything else?
Not that you're seeing. Kenny, you are correct. There are no matrix devices besides what you guys brought with you. I don't think you would be aware of non-matrix devices.
Can my gnats make it through the door, or is it like gnats?
Actually, it's a matrix perception if a device is trying to be hidden.
Well, no, I was thinking more non-connected devices, like just like a generator or something.
Oh, okay, yeah. If it's
Just normal electronics, you don't detect them. They would have to be something actual matrix connected, which is most things. But a place like this up in the mountains that's trying to stay off grid would probably have archaic stuff.
Yeah.
Can the gnats make it through the door or the window or something, or is it gnat proof?
It is closed pretty tight. So no.
I'm gonna go up to the door and check for traps. I roll
A
for
local rogue.
The door is a mechanical door. You could open it. You give me a I don't know perception, or if you have stealth.
yeah, no, Jack's not gonna mess with it. Jack's just gonna go up and he'll knock on the door. Hello, is anybody home?
Also, the the awakened individual inside was. Let me check something.
He said the person inside was restrained, so I don't know if they're gonna be able to open the door.
They are pretty bright in the astral.
So high magic rating.
That would be a safe guess.
Yeah, with 3 on that test, you'd get whether the essence and magic are higher, lower, or equal.
They are higher.
Yeah, my magic's only 3, so.
That's not saying much. Clutch is almost higher. You don't notice any devices that seem like a trap.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it and see if it's locked.
It is locked.
I'm gonna try and pick the lock. Or
You're gonna do engineering stuff.
This is a locked room mystery. He's locked in a locked room.
It rolled 34 hits. That's 2 hits.
I was like, 34 hits, really?
Yeah, it's magic. So you are able to unlock it.
You know, on the sheet, there's this nifty little dice that you can use to roll.
I don't have a sheet for the world. Maybe I need to make a generic DM roll random shit sheet. Because I don't have enough things on my list to do.
I thought that would go on the god count list.
It might end up on that sheet. If that sheet ever happened.
Like a GM sheet.
Yeah, probably. That's been the thought. The problem is it would require an API to work the way I want it to, and I don't want to require the GMs have a pro account to be able to use the sheet to its full extent. So I've been mulling over how to track things like that, just using the innate abilities of sheet workers and just the general UI.
So I'm gonna open the door and say hello.
You don't get an answer.
I will look in.
I will send. I'll send my gnats further ahead to explore physically as well. If he's the only one there. So
Yeah,
now
let's,
the door's open, right?
just
Clutch is
open the door. He's locked in there.
But Clutch just opened the door.
Restrained.
Right?
I just picked the lock and opened it.
Just look inside.
I did. That's how I'm looking inside.
I need who's outside still?
Kenny.
All of us, I think.
Okay, except for Clutch, who's at the door. Everybody but Clutch roll perception audio. Wow, that was a hell of a roll.
Jack, I think, has enhanced stuff on his earbuds.
If you do, then that would be, I'd give you an edge on that to re-roll one of your misses. So, Andriger, maybe Jack?
Yeah, he does have audio enhancement.
Okay, so if you'd like to re-roll one of your misses, that's fine.
I'll just spend an edge, and if I can turn a 4 in, I will turn a 4 to a 3 to a 4, or a 4 to a 5. So Jack had 4 hits.
Okay, so you and Andrigger both hear the classic twig snap. What do? You have almost no time to react. So what is your reaction?
Sub vocal. There's someone else here.
Okay, that was your thing. What is your reaction, Andrigger, at the same time?
Jump behind something and then jump into major.
The only something is major because you're standing outside the cabin. It's wide open.
All right, I drop to the ground, prone, and enter major.
And
If I
and
have,
go ahead.
because that's just speech. If I actually have an action, Jack's gonna throw up a physical barrier.
No, you don't have an action. This was just I was giving you a chance to react somehow. So your warning will be enough to give Kenny and Clutch if he's involved. Actually, all of you basically, because you're all warned, will have an edge in any defense test if something happens. So we're gonna see what happened.
I'm already maxed out in edge right now.
And of course, I don't have the right weapon here.
When does edge reset again?
Between sessions?
Okay, so I'm not capped to my natural edge, right? So I can have like 2, 4, up to 7, right?
Yep.
Oh, wait. What is your question?
When do I lose any edge above my normal edge?
That you reset to your normal edge value at the beginning of each session, unless we're like part 2 of the same mission. Did you not use edge while you were working on major? Or was that not needed? I can't remember.
Oh, I've already gained more edge since then. So.
Yeah,
But my edge limit is 1. So when do I lose the excess? Do I keep it the whole session? Surely I can't keep it the whole session.
No, the excess drops off between scenes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, okay, but I can still accumulate it for this scene, right?
Right. Yes.
Oh, maybe I don't have that many.
I'm having to add a weapon to a stat block that I just created. But basically, what happens is somebody roll me a D4 or D3 rather, or D6.
That's a lot of different Ds.
Yeah, which one do you want?
D6. Thank you. Now I need to count people.
There.
Jack. Once I add the weapon completely into the sheet, an arrow comes flying out of the woods at you.
Yeah, these magically invisible, no astral people.
Pretty much. I mean, you can only see so far because of trees. Trees are a life force. I've not used a bow before. It's attack rating. Okay, rating divided by 2p.
And don't forget they need a strength rating equal to the rating.
Right, yeah, I knew
At
that.
least
So, is there even a point to having odd-numbered bows?
it rounds up, I think, doesn't it?
Ah, okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, because a 1 would be a 0 elsewise. Okay, so then it's... What is your DR, Jack?
10.
You get an edge.
Well, that's good.
Have you ever gotten an edge when something shot or attacked you?
Not often.
Yeah, so there's that. I'm going to say that that's a thing. I'm using a stat block and just modifying it for my needs. make this a challenge. There we go. He is going to roll the thing, so I got to get on the right sheet. What? He doesn't get anything beyond single shot? 3 hits. Roll. Oh, that went to the GM, but he got 3 hits. Roll your defense, Jack, and remember you have an edge to use plus the edge you get for being shot at by an inferior weapon.
So I assume this is not at the close or near range.
It's medium.
Okay, so Jack's gonna use the anytime action, hit the dirt. He's gonna drop to the ground to give him an additional 2 dice pool on his defense test.
Okay, and I'll let that happen because you did hear the twig snap. Six hits. So you hit the dirt, and the arrow flies harmlessly over your head and sticks in the side of the cabin right by Clutch.
Nice.
Yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'm
Let's go ahead and select tokens and roll initiative just to keep track of things. So that we're in a reasonable order. I don't have a token for him.
Do you want to put us on a map other than the Denver City map, or do we just draw our tokens onto there and?
No, this will be fine. I'm glad it doesn't show you their names on the turn order, or does it?
I don't believe so.
Some lobbies it does. It depends on what the settings are for the sheet.
I can't see anyone other than us in the turn order.
You should see a picture of the guy, if nothing else. I do not see Clutch in initiative, so I'll just add you. It's not a big deal.
I can't seem if when I clicked on 3 different tokens. One of them gave me an error, and the other.
What screen are you guys on? Yeah, you're on the same screen. Well, you should have clicked your token, which is the green one.
Right.
You have multiple tokens?
Well, I clicked the green one and it didn't work, so then I went onto the sheet and clicked on those tokens and started doing those.
I am confused.
You know where like my sheet is.
Right.
It has to be a token that's on the map.
Yeah, it has to be your token that's...
That one. Yeah, that one.
I did that one first. It wasn't working, so I did the one.
Sometimes Roll20 doesn't realize it. I don't know why. I've seen it happen to other people. I've added you in. It's not a big deal. I saw your roll. So, Jack, what would you like to do?
Not sure if this is actually a threat or just some, overzealous neighbor. Jack is going
Get off my lawn!
Yeah, Jack is going to put up a physical barrier, blocking off the group from the direction the arrow came from.
So you're going to roll the spell and hits defines how big it is, yes?
Yeah, pretty much.
So 2 hits is... you can adjust that 2x2x2 in one dimension or multiple, it's just not more area. So how big is this barrier?
So it's actually just 2 meters by 2 meters, I guess. Now that I'm reading it, because I didn't do any increase area.
So what are the hits for?
I guess it's the structure rating. Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's the structure rating
Magic
8,
plus success.
small barrier.
So structure rating is 8. I don't know how all that works.
I would, if you wouldn't mind, I would have increased area on that because I didn't realize how that was going to work. So I would have gone like another 3, no, 2.
So that would be, so roll 2 more drains. You're going to have drain of 8.
Yeah, well,
That's an expensive spell. Oh, and 4 drain. Unless you want to use edge.
Yes, I definitely want to use edge, since this is
You still have that use it or lose it edge from hearing the thing snap, the twig snap.
Yep. So I will use that use it or lose it edge plus 3 more to just reroll my misses. Which will give me to 6.
So you take 2.
2.
could be worse.
Definitely could. So that was first. Jack's gonna stay on the ground. He's put up a 6 meter wide barrier between us and the hostile, so that's about 18, 20 feet. And
You know what? Crap. If I move you guys, the initiative will be funny.
I mean, we can remember our initiative and put it back in.
Yeah, make note of your initiative because I am going to move you. Because I don't want to draw on this screen because if I erase the wrong thing, it'll be bad. So
Yeah.
my guy had 21. Okay.
And I forgot something.
There we go. You guys should be on the map, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see the map, but should we drag out our tokens, I take it?
Your tokens are on the map.
Yes.
I'm going to draw a little bit of my lovely scribble.
Well, it looks like I'm dropping from 28 to 23.
You can change your initiative. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, I
what
already did.
Oh God, I don't know which one's which.
Where did the arrow come from? Oh, that guy, obviously.
Did you re-roll, Jack? No, you didn't.
No, I haven't. I'm still working on. There, rolling.
Damn it! Every time you guys re-roll, it was resetting my NPC that I was trying to set up. So, Jack, it is Jack's turn actually still. There we go. Okay. You rolled the spirits in, or just one of them? Oh, you just have the one, right? No, you have the plant spirit still.
Yeah, I was gonna. That is the one I'm gonna roll right now. All right, Jack will minor action. Ask his the air spirit to.
You don't know where this guy is, by the way. He's just on the map.
Okay, I just know the arrow came from that direction.
Yeah, you know it came from on the map south of it.
All right. So Jack's gonna ask the minor action plant spirit engulf guy. Minor action air spirit. Go out and create a vortex in front of us to give us to basically ward off any arrows. I think is something they can do. I'll have to look it up. At the very least, I'd just like to give us an edge on people shooting arrows at us.
I feel like that is a fair thing if you're just trying to create edge. Yes. Not permanent edge, but anytime they're attacked, that will give you an edge. Yeah. The barrier is going to give, depending on what you guys do, full cover or otherwise.
Yeah, and then Jack will minor action stand. He can only move a maximum of 2 meters because he was actually he's just going to crawl over to the barrier. get a little closer. He'll stay on the ground. That's it for Jack.
All right, Andrigger.
I'm gonna get Major to drag my body behind the barrier more properly, and then get her to basically do Overwatch on the edge of the barrier.
That was a short tree. Who was that? Was that you helping me draw tree trunks?
Of course it was.
It is art. It is map art. This is why we have subscribers. The awesome graphics. I think this is worse than 8-bit.
Well, then what explains why they never come back?
The awesome artwork. So Andrigger just basically moved and took cover. Home Dude is... I'm actually going to move Home Dude to the GM layer because I don't want you seeing where he is.
So, I assume that's okay, right? Because it shouldn't be more than a major action to move my own body, and then
Yeah.
Overwatch is a major action as well, right?
Yeah, that's fine. So I am now able to move Home Dude. He's going to do things. Oh, he's going to move 130 meters. Yes.
He's pretty fast.
For a slob.
Slab, not slub.
Okay, sorry, slab.
Anybody that wants can give me a perception check. I'm going to do one roll to the GM. Wow, he doesn't have that skill. I'm giving him that skill because he should have it.
Visual or
Audible.
Yeah, Jack's too busy. He's not gonna roll. He's got his hands full crawling on the ground.
Probably the blood rushing in his ears from taking that drain damage. Fair enough, right?
Yeah, no.
So yeah, you just hear the wind whispering through the trees, and by the way, the map is 10 meters square, but just movement is 10 meters per square, so treat it like each square is a meter. Okay, this is kind of just to give us a visual more than anything. He has done his thing. No arrows came flying at you.
Alright, so the spirit moves out in front of us and starts whipping around in a frenzy. The force for plant spirit is going to move into the trees.
Now, what was the plant spirit doing?
I wanted him to engulf, which is a non-lethal method.
So you want it to find the guy.
Yeah, find the guy and non-lethally stop him from shooting arrows at us.
So, okay, so it's moved into the woods. Have it do a perception check.
Two hits.
Okay, it does not find him this round. Sorry, I'm trying to find... I have way too many token markers, apparently. There we go. Okay, so that was this force spirit, the force spirit and the plant spirit. Mark an area around the force spirit, how big you think it could affect. I feel like a 1.5 meter radius, so basically 9 boxes would work, or 3 boxes wide.
Sure.
This way, if I shoot, I'll draw an arrow from my location to what he's shooting at, and we'll see if it goes through there. That seem fair?
Yeah. Oh shoot, this is 10 meter squares, so
I guess the question is it? It's drawing to the centers, not the edges. But yeah, okay. You'll make the radius 1.5, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, I made it 15 meters.
So make it 10 meters then. They should be 12 and yeah, there we go, perfect. Whatever you did there. Did you do 5 or 10? Yeah, because each box is 10, and it's counting your center, your whole square as the center. I see what it's doing. Yeah. I'm thinking of an actual circle, not D&D circle or whatever, Shadowrun circle. All right, so that is their turn. What I'm doing for the spirit, I don't know if this is the right thing, but it's what I'm doing, and it seems fair. I'm going to have it do perception against the hostiles' stealth that I rolled behind the screen, as it were. And when you surpass that, and I'm letting it stack, so you have 2 hits. Remind me next round that you've got 2 hits already. When you surpass that, that's when he finds it. Does that seem fair?
You're the boss.
Well, you're in a forest, so you've got lots of living things. So astral is cluttered. That's the downside of astral in a living environment.
Yes, but they have completely different aura colors. So it actually would make things that were different than the plants stand out, unless
Well,
it's a plant.
Well, what I'm saying is it's obstructed, so you're going to see, let's say green is the aura from a tree, you're going to see lots and lots of green, so unless there's a gap where his pink or whatever shows up, that's what you're trying to do. You're moving the spirit, and then the spirit's basically, because he's trying to get a better angle.
Really good at breaking up his outline. Gotcha.
Well, he is, well, he's a guy, yeah.
He's a woodsman.
He is described as...
He shoot a darn bow and arrow at us. We know. We understand.
Exactly. He's Rambo. Okay, so that is that. Clutch, are you going inside?
Oh yeah, me and my drone are gonna go inside. I'm gonna tell my drone to watch the door if anybody comes in. That's not one of our people.
Is there a reason there's 2 drones?
Yeah, because I have my other one that was patrolling.
Oh, okay.
Remember? And so I'm gonna tell that one to just provide support to the guys outside.
I'm kind of fuzzy. How does it work when there's no matrix? Is it line of sight with the drones? How does that work?
I don't know. It runs through the rigger control, so it just.
So
I like remote sending them instructions.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
assuming, and then they do whatever their instructions are.
it's hand wavium makes it work.
Yeah, no, just because there's no matrix doesn't mean that wireless doesn't work.
Right. It's just not general on the internet wireless. It's like your cell phone still works even if there's no internet. I get it.
I
Okay.
can still use my Bluetooth even if I'm not in Wi-Fi signal.
Right, I get it. So what were you doing again, Clutch? You're going inside?
Yeah, me and the drone are gonna go inside. I'm gonna tell it to watch the door, and then I'm gonna go check and see if I can find the people.
The guy is in a chair just inside the door. I mean, it's a fairly large room, and that's a huge door.
I'll be like, you okay?
You said you do have a light source?
I have cyber eyes, so either way.
Okay, so what you see is a humanoid wearing a hoodie or hooded coat, whatever you want to look at it, and loose clothing. They have handcuffs on.
I'm assuming this is the guy we're supposed to get.
And I don't know.
I'm gonna say like I'm here to rescue you, and
I'm sorry, he has shackles on. I don't think that really matters, but yeah, he has shackles on.
I'm here to rescue you, and I'll go and try and work on some of his shackles.
I was to say he holds up his hands, but he doesn't look up at you.
Okay.
Like he holds up his hands, like showing you the shackles.
All right, and I'll go.
Jack would whisper subvocally, like, "We need to check everything first."
Yeah. But I'll go over like I'm working on his shackles and stuff. So.
Like that may not be the guy we're here to get.
Oh. Well, I'll try and get information out of him while I'm releasing him.
So, are you just going to work, or are you going to investigate these shackles? What's the deal?
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the shackles, and then I'm gonna do it slowly while I ask him questions, mostly.
Okay, so you can ask a question and give me at the same time electronics plus logic.
Electronics plus logic.
You're trying to ascertain the nature of these shackles because they're not something you've ever encountered before.
Are there any specifics? Because I got hardware specialization in electronics, or no?
No, it's not. It's not a hardware thing. 5 hits, that's quite good. You feel like you're close to a breakthrough and understanding what the purpose of them is because you feel like there's more to them than just holding someone's hands together.
Gotcha.
And what was your question for the guy?
It's like we had to free somebody. Do we even know this guy's name or anything? They give us any of that information? I don't even know.
Don't just ask him. You know who he is.
Yeah. So, what's your name?
He grunts in a low voice, ersatz.
Ursats. How'd you get here? Well, I'll get that back later. I'm sure that's all I got time for. I'm sure.
You may ask the question and wait for the next turn, so remember what you ask, because I won't.
All right.
Because I'm a fantastic DM. I hear the players, I just don't listen to them. That would be Clutch. Kenny, what are you doing?
All right. Well, Kenny's got his submachine gun under his trench coat on a tactical sling, so Minor actually is going to pull that out. Oh, I'm using a ruler. That's why I'm not moving.
Don't you love when you do that?
He doesn't feel comfortable out here behind just this. Sorry, Jack. And he's going to head in here.
What does your physical barrier look like?
A Sue Storm shield.
I don't know what that is, but okay, cool.
It's an invisible barrier.
Did you say, oh, Susan Storm? Okay, I thought you were saying Sue as in S-I-O-U-X.
Yeah, Sue Storm.
All right. Kenny's gonna move inside and take cover behind the door and just give Clutch some cover as well. He'll keep an eye in that direction.
Oh, that's what you're doing, is it? You're not hiding and cowering inside. You're giving Clutch cover. I get it. Your secret's safe with me.
I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna back Clutch up in here. But
All right.
yeah, I've got my SMG out, ready to shoot if things come to that. But
So are you preparing an action in case somebody comes to the door, or just that's your motivation?
I don't know necessarily who we're fighting, so I don't want to start shooting at anybody until I've ascertained what they're doing.
All right, so you want to make the conscious decision. Okay. Yeah. So Jack, why is Jack laying down? Oh, because you're prone.
So the guy didn't do anything. Jack is sustaining the physical barrier, so he's a -2 dice pool. He's gonna yell out to the forest, "Hey, we want to talk. We're not here to hurt anybody." See if that will spark anything.
Give me a influence or con. You're trying to get a reaction, right?
Yeah.
So that's influence. I feel like that's more influence because you're not lying or anything. Maybe.
All right.
Well, yeah, if it's the same dice pool, it doesn't really matter.
Sustaining the physical barrier is giving me a -2. And my wounds give me a -1, so I have 3 hits. We're just here to talk. We're just here to help rescue somebody.
All right. Well, it's not his turn, so.
And then Jack will also do a major action observe in detail to see if he can see anything with perception.
Okay.
With this audible.
Is your intent to help your spirit or just to see what you can see?
Yeah, actually, I'd be trying to teamwork test help my spirit.
Okay, so do that test.
So 2 additional dice.
All right, I'll give your spirit. Go ahead and give your spirit two dice when it's its turn.
Sure.
I feel like that's a good adjudication there. I'm looking at things, so.
So that was a major action. That was 2 major actions. So Jack's he's done. He's got nothing else he can do.
All right. So it is Andrigger's turn. Or Major,
So-
actually.
Yeah, can I also do that observe in detail and try and help the spirit, or?
No, because you do not have direct communication with the spirit like the mage that summoned it does.
I have a
Gotcha.
mind link. No.
Can I just do an observe in detail to see if I can see anything untoward where this probably invisible guy is likely to be?
Yeah, especially since you want to shoot at him, I assume.
Yep, and if I can't find him, my other major action is going to be to just Overwatch again, I guess.
Then what is Overwatch?
Basically ready shot, right?
Okay. So basically somebody pops out, you pop them. So yeah,
Yeah,
do
I
your
read
observe in
usage
detail
outcomes.
roll, your perception roll. Okay. You don't
Actually,
see
Messi is
anything.
Yep. Other major action ready to shoot if
Yep.
anything is untoward, so end of turn.
Go ahead and give me perception for the forest spirit and Jack, because you were, and I guess also Andrigger.
Sorry, what am I rolling?
Perception for you and your nature spirit.
So that's audible or visual?
It's audible. Actually, you can do visual because you're actually observing in detail. Yeah. From in this general direction, Jack, you hear, "You don't want trouble, but you found it. Go away."
All right, the leaf spirit. I didn't add the 2 dice. I forgot.
So roll 2 more.
Actually, I didn't have modifiers turned on.
Did Andriga also hear that go away?
I mean, yeah, he wasn't speaking in someone's mind.
So Leaf
Got a. So leaf has 6 hits total.
Huh?
You said they were stacking. There were 2.
No, I said
for
add the
crowd.
2. Oh yeah. No, this wasn't the leaf spirits thing. This was
Oh, okay.
something else. But I didn't roll for slab. Give me a second. This was something else. So the leaf spirit did hear movement. Where's my? I used the ruler and show others. You heard movement moving from about here, going in that general direction.
What layer are you on?
I am probably on the wrong one. I am. From this layer, generally this way. And with a little bit of metagaming, you know he's not going off the map.
Yeah. So, the leaf would pass that on to Jack with his mind link.
But he did not shoot at you.
Jack's gonna go ahead and give that position to his. He will mentally send it to his spirit, air spirit as well. So on the air spirit's turn, it's gonna actually move into the trees a bit. Try and cut that corner.
Frag here. Who wrote that?
This is the air spirit.
He's still like the branches and the trees are swaying back and forth as the air spirit is causing this high turbulence effect. Pine cones and stuff are pelting down, and even some of the back blast is coming back and like tinkering on the physical barrier back here.
So pine cones are bouncing off the physical barrier.
Was
Okay.
it-
What was that movie where all the trees and stuff would shake in it? Oh, I can't remember.
That happens in a lot of movies because trees do
Yeah.
that. Okay, so is that this force? The air spirit.
Turn.
Hawkley Sidley.
He's just gonna go.
Are any of you watching the stream? If so, check the volumes, please.
They're pretty good before.
Excellent.
Before I muted it, anyways.
Well, I haven't changed anything, so that should remain that way.
I'll just go around here and start looking.
Okay, that is fine. You can do perception with it if you'd like.
think that's the clear sight.
Yes, it is. Okay, you haven't found anything yet. And it is now the nature spirit. Can you change the names to F4 something spirit, where something is air or nature or whatever?
No. Oh yeah, I guess I can. I did, but it doesn't carry over to the token setting.
No, the token name is still Force 4 Spirit.
Yeah, because when you pull the token out, it's whatever the sheet name is. Er. All right, so the nature spirit kind of heard that guy over in this area, so he's gonna go. He'll do 60 meters and see if he can find out where he's at.
And he's going to do his perception.
Yes, and he had 2 hits last time, so let's see what I can get this time.
All right, he now knows where the hostile is.
Is it within 4 meters?
No.
Okay.
We were playing Battleship.
Which direction is it?
I put him on the map.
He put him on the map.
Oh, okay. Leaf's gonna move 4 meters closer because he had 4 meters left to move.
Excellent. And
And
Clutch.
you watch as tendrils come out at him and stretch towards this slab guy.
Who is a troll?
Excellent.
A troll with. Do any of you have any knowledge skills related to the Native American nations?
None of us can see slab yet, because unless the drone can see him.
Oh, well, you can through the spirit's eyes. So, do you have any Native American nations knowledge?
That would be no.
Gosh, no.
So you definitely have the impression that he is Native American nations, and that is about all you know. And he's a troll. Like, we're talking, the appropriate clothing and any tattooing, facial decorations, etc.
Sure.
Clutch. What was your question for this guy?
Like, how'd you end up here?
I was kidnapped. Again, low voice, very short, to the point answer. Actually, he didn't even say I was, he just said kidnapped.
Did you say kidnapped?
Yeah, he just said kidnapped.
Alright then.
So did you still analyzing these shackles?
I'm gonna look like I'm trying to open them now, so please try it. Like, I'll just do it slowly though, because I don't want to open them right now until the other people come in here, or at least get closer. So, I guess I'm just gonna
You're gonna roll. So are you analyzing still, or are you just opening?
I'm just gonna make sure there's like no traps or nothing.
They are a mechanical lock. Well, that was what the analysis was: checking for traps, trying to figure out what their purpose is. So you're not 100% sure. You know they're not normal shackles. There's something odd about them, but you're not sure what. So if you want to continue, it would be your electronics and logic one more time.
And he's his hand shackled and his feet, I'm assuming, or how does it work?
His feet are tied to the chair.
Alright. Well,
Actually, I feel like the shackles are all four.
okay.
Hands and feet with chains between them.
I'll start unshackling his feet then first.
I'm going to say that the device, just if you undo it, it releases everything.
Oh, alright then.
So there's not multiple checks, but you have to, if you're going to continue being careful, you're going to need to do the electronics check.
Alright, I'll do electronics check.
Do you have multiple actions in a round? Multiple majors?
Not unless I'm jumped in, so no.
Okay.
Just one major.
So you need one hit, basically, to finish this off. And then you'll be able to actually, next round, do the attack. Not the attack, the unlock. So yeah, what you realize is these shackles have some sort of weird mojo on them. They have some sort of technomancer, mage, maybe both, some kind of weird stuff going on. There's electronics built into them that you don't understand, and there's even some weird stuff like sticks and stones that just don't make sense in shackles. like crystals or something. So that tells you it's probably
Magical.
they're preventing or something.
Yeah.
They're basically inhibiting something. So is that your turn,
Yep.
Kenny?
Let's see. So Kenny's kind of got divided attention at this point, but he notices Clutch is poking around at these. Can he see if they make any sense to him?
Well, you could have, but Clutch has already solved the riddle there.
Oh,
So
okay.
it would be wasting your action. I don't want you to waste your action.
Well, I'm not shooting at anything. I can't even see anything to shoot at. So
Just shoot the target and be done with it.
The target. There's a target.
Yeah, the guy in the chair that's shackled.
Oh,
Right.
we were working for that other guy, right? No. I guess I'll just at this point hold an action to shoot if I see somebody that I can shoot at taking a hostile action against my team members. Make sense?
Yep.
Okay, that's it.
It is Jack's turn.
Now that Jack knows where this guy is, he's gonna use a minor action to tell his air spirit to go, just basically engulf that guy as well. You and the leaf spirit don't hurt him, but just make sure he's not shooting arrows at us anymore, and is confined. And Jack's gonna stand up.
And just for the record, I do have an image link in my in my cyber eyes, so you guys are probably seeing everything I'm doing with that prisoner guy.
I suppose Kenny might also point out to Clutch via text or whatever that we don't necessarily need this person unshackled to remove them unless they're physically chained into the cabin.
They're shackled to the chair, and I don't think I can carry them.
What's the chair made out of?
Assuming wood.
It is a steel chair
Steel
Okay.
chair.
with wood in the middle. Haha! You're not going to do manipulate thingy on this.
Actually, it's use whatever the primary.
I know. I was just being a smartass.
Come on, man! Why can't it be plastic? We could just walk him to the helicopter. Jack's holding on to all of his actions. He's told the air spirit with a minor, and he will. Yeah, that's it. Just gonna hold everything else. He will sub-vocalize to Clutch and the team. He's like, I think something funny's going on here. I'm not sure what's going on with that guy in the cabin, but this guy out here doesn't seem to be a threat.
Yeah, he's got some hocus pocus in his shackles and stuff, so someone magic-y might want to come in here and take a look at it.
Yeah, Jack's gonna yell out. He's like, "Hey, you out there! We're here to find the refugee. Do you know anything about that? We just need to talk."
And is that your turn?
Yes.
Andrigger.
So no influence.
No.
So I assume I can't see the guy still, right?
Nope.
I guess repeat
Oh
it
yeah,
once
Jack
to-
would have marked him on his location on AR. In that whatever area it is.
So you're aware of it, of where he is. You just can't see him because of trees.
All right. I guess if he's the only hostile that's around, she'll send Major in that general direction, in that sort of military-esque, or as military-esque as somebody without military knowledge would go of, just swiping the gun pointing in different directions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll move my 5 meters and just have the speed up at that.
Okay. So move her where she's going to go. All right. And it is his turn to do things. Not whispering. Very good. Boo.
Did she notice him go past at all, or
Who?
the invisible guy? Because the way
He's not invisible. I walked him there. I had 20 meters. He would not have walked right beside her.
Okay, but I mean, would he be visible enough for her ready to action to go off and shoot him?
Yeah. Because you're at the edge of the woods.
Cool. All right. So do I have a dice penalty, or is it just a standard shoot?
It's just a standard shot.
Would that charging look particularly hostile?
I mean, he's running at you with a sword.
Oh, a sword. That looks very friendly.
So that's
Whoops, I did not mean to do that, but that's fine. You need to reroll. You need to reroll 3 of those.
Can I get him to re-roll 2 of whatever hits he gets?
He got 4 hits. Are you not seeing the hits, the rolls?
No, it's
Okay, so, all right, he's nearly down, but not before he gets to do a thing.
But what about Kenny's ready to action?
Kenny's behind a door and a wall.
Okay.
I mean, I see. That's where you placed yourself. So he ran up and he's going to attack the mouth. He's pre-edging because he knows he's going down, and he's going to whack with a sword. Jack. Well, you're still probably going to be standing. And that's it. And this guy has one condition monitor left.
All right, so I take 8 physical.
Yeah. You don't have any way to.
I'm not even gonna try.
I meant mitigate.
Like, he had no issues getting through the terrain. I mean, we can't even see him out there. He's 20 meters away from us.
He was running back and forth the whole time. He is well familiar with this terrain. This is probably his cabin.
I felt like there was, because of the map scale, I felt like there was a lot more range in there.
No, I was trying to keep it roughly. He was basically, so in my head, he was working his way up to you. This is where maps become a problem.
Okay, that's fine. I took 8.
He was zigzagging through the woods trying to get closer to you guys. So he could at least hit somebody if you didn't go away.
That's fine.
Well, that's a valid point. Yeah, you could have dropped the barrier. Did you take a dice penalty on defense?
I only had 1 wound, so.
No, but
yeah. So
but
it
would have dropped.
yeah, it would have been a choice to. You could drop it instantly. I'm pretty sure that's how magic works. So I mean, he was behind it. So what's the point, right? Unless there's 5 more of him. Yes. Anyway, it is now not his turn. Spirit.
All right, you can play at that game. Engulf.
Yep, and it can move 10. I think that was about 10. So it's going to attack Engulf. He gets to roll something, probably not a whole lot at this point. Come on. And I have wound penalties turned on. He is rolling defense, right?
Yeah.
What? Oh, never mind. Pre-edged. I was going to say, there's no way. There we go. That's better. So he's down. Your spirit suffocated him. Was your spirit doing physical or stun?
Engulf is stunned.
So he is unconscious. Your spirit choked him out. And we're out of combat.
All right, Jack's gonna heal himself.
You're gonna heal the troll. Excellent. I like how you think.
I think he just called you a troll.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the tusk fits. Wait, they don't have the tusks. That's the orcs.
We seen the face of the dude in the chair.
I mean, nobody said that they lifted up his hoodie. He's kind of hanging his head down.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Kenny's gonna walk over and pull the hood back.
I can't sneak anything by you for at least for very long. Okay, so here's what you see. A humanoid with oddly smooth olive skin and large, wide-set eyes. And he
Okay.
just looks at you and blinks.
Wait, is this an alien? Did you just describe an alien? The stereotypical alien.
Actually, that is the description of the Greys, isn't it? But no, I described Ursat's, not an alien. Now, is Ursat's an alien? I don't know. Probably
She was
depends on
just-
your definition of alien.
Did you
He's
just
from a
reveal
different country, right?
information you weren't supposed to?
What?
Do we know what a gray looks like?
Well, I'm talking about in our
In
lore.
culture, yeah.
I don't think aliens are a thing yet in Shadowrun.
Right.
God, we've already got dragons and magic. What the hell's next? The bugs from Starship Troopers.
We've already had bugs. We don't need
Bugs
Oh,
in
bugs!
Shadowrun again.
The Bug Bugaloo Part 2. Bugaloo Boogaloo. I think it's the term. Are you fixing yourself, Jack?
Yeah.
No one
I
else
had
is
to
keeping
try.
us
You
safe.
you engaged.
I can give you a medical. I'm sorry, a first aid check as well, because that doesn't require medical supplies, right? I mean, I have one medical supplies, but it won't be used up with a first aid check, correct?
I don't think that's well defined in the book.
What's that? First aid. I don't believe first aid uses supplies from a med kit. There used to be a first aid kit. I don't know why they removed it. That was dumb. It only cost 50 new units. Not like it was breaking runners to have both.
All right, that healed my last box.
You're welcome.
So what did you do? You did first aid. So what? So that was a med kit then.
Yeah, I used the
I
med
got
kit.
a
So we've got
med
magic, first aid, med kit. We're good. Okay, excellent. So now do the troll.
Maybe later.
Yeah, Jack's gonna cast animate plastic and just use all his plastic straps to turn him into one, and then use it to bind this troll in the ground.
One mega zip tie.
Pretty much.
And you're just gonna leave him on the ground? That's just wrong.
Yeah, and then after he's sure that this guy is well bound, he will then cast a heal spell on him,
Oh, well, that is nice.
just to wake him up. Is this guy cybered at all?
No, he is awakened.
All right.
You did like get his sword and bow well away from him, right?
Yeah, and I mean he's bound. He's well bound. I mean, like he's wrapped up like a
Zip tie mummified.
yeah.
It's a troll adept. Just saying.
You're gonna need to buy more zip ties when we're done.
I'll only use enough hits to make him conscious.
Yeah, you can make choices with that. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. So you're gonna give him one hit basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, he's con.
And I'm gonna have Major ready in action constantly to shoot him.
We have been at it for 2.5 hours now. I really could use a bio break. So you guys want to take a few minutes?
Sure.
We will BRB in just a few minutes, and I'll put the little screen up, and then we will AFK for just a few minutes. I'm almost back. I'm finishing off my dessert.
Yeah, I'm eating too.
Is it pie?
What's for dessert?
A raspberry donut.
I got cream cheese and ham wrapped around a green onion.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We used to have ham rolls. We used to do that all the time. We still do ham rolls.
What's a green onion? Is that something?
Scallion. It's like a scallion.
Yeah.
It's like a baby onion that just has the little white nub and then the green part coming off that you chop up
You
into.
mean like spring onion?
Yes, it's a spring onion. I grow those. You can get the bulbs. Well, I mean, you guys couldn't grow them up there in the winter, but I grow those in the winter here because it's nice temperature for them. The wife likes to use them in a lot of food.
Yeah, I like green onions better than the regular onions.
All right, so is everybody back? I think so. I haven't heard Kenny.
I'm here.
All right, then everybody's here. It is 10 after 10, so let's keep moving. 10 after 10 EST. All right, so you have awakened the troll. Dun dun dun.
He's a troll. Oh.
Yeah, he's a troll adept. Not
the other-
the guy outside that was trying to murder you.
Yeah, I think Jack's gonna help Andriger do an astral sensing on this troll.
So you're gonna team with me?
Or do it yourself as well?
I'd teamwork with you.
Can we do that? Just
I don't care. There's he'll tell you anything you ask him at this point. You want.
Yeah, Clutch is gonna tell him, "Hey, should we let this guy go? What am I supposed to be doing in here, guys?"
Let's hang on to that for a second.
We get the chopper to park here, so we can just load him in real quick.
All right, Mr. Troll, what's your name?
Slab.
And what are you doing here? Like, we were sent here to rescue someone.
I'm guarding the prisoner until he's picked up.
All right. Well, I guess you guys are coming with us then. You can continue guarding him. We just have to take him and pick him up.
No, I can't allow that. You're not the people who I'm supposed to turn him over to.
Who are you supposed to turn him over to?
People that aren't you.
How do you know it's not us?
Because I have identifying features. Don't ask me to define things I don't have definitions for.
All right, well, you stay here. We're gonna take the prisoner.
Fine.
Sorry about this.
So now that you all see him, does anybody have any Native American nations in knowledge?
Nope.
Fine. He's obviously Native American nations, and that's all you know.
I mean, like, Jack grew up in the tier, which is right next to it, so
Yes, that's around him.
specific knowledge skill, but
I believe Sioux are northeast, so you would not recognize that. I mean, now they're northeast. I don't know where they are in 2081, 2082.
is he a Sioux Wildcat?
No.
Anything else you want to tell us, Mr. Slab?
I would ask that you don't tear up my place.
Yeah, no, we weren't planning to do that. What were the distinguishing? You don't know that. All right.
He will describe, like, you know, a specific uniform or something. It's nothing you can trace back because I don't know that information.
Based on his reactions, does he seem more like gun for hire than have any sort of personal investment in this?
Correct. He does not give the appearance of really giving a crap other than he's losing a paycheck.
Okay.
Dude, you're a really bad mercenary. I mean, we came at you with non-lethal, and you came at us with, like, chop your head off freaking kamikaze stuff. That's not cool, man.
Well, there wasn't supposed to be anybody knowing about this place, let alone coming for him. And if you guys know about it, how many others do?
At least 2 more teams.
and we could always choose to leave you wrapped up like that. Nice little gift package.
I'll get out of it eventually.
Hey, we're getting a payday out of this. I mean, we could try and cut you in for some if you wanted help.
Help how?
Yeah, to
Protect-
the chopper.
Yeah, protect the
What?
prisoner. I mean, we got to get him back.
I don't trust your motives there. Maybe something that doesn't involve me leaving the mountain.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, I was just offering. We could
Just-
use extra muscle, but if you're unwilling to make, I mean, they're probably going to kill you when they find out you failed.
Yeah,
Just saying.
just pick him up and put him in the chopper. That'd be great.
Why can I not select the circle to delete it?
Are you trying to select the aura?
No, the blue. No, the blue. Thank you. The blue circle. Why? What? What the hell? I can't select it.
I am very powerful. I am a technomancer. Don't you know?
Apparently you are. That was weird.
If you try just highlighting the whole thing, then...
Yeah, I was selecting the whole area around it, and it was not selecting. It was very strange. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, if you asked him, this was his area. He's lived here for quite a while, and someone asked him to keep this guy locked up for a couple days. And inside the cabin, you find that there's supplies and such for at least a week or two more off grid.
All right. Well, here's my comm code. Just send me your information when we get out of here. Because if I ever need someone to be watched over and not protected, you're the first person I'm going to call.
You feel like if his hands weren't bound, he would probably make a rude gesture. It's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and be arrogant about it.
Is that what he
So-
says?
Seeing as how you're already not getting your payday, how much would it cost for you to give it information on the person that dropped this person off?
There's not much information. I met people that were in full uniforms with masks and picked them up.
Mm.
They
Well, thank you
probably,
anyway.
I imagine they probably used the same place you did to land. I imagine the place they used to land is probably the same place you did because it's about the only place in the near vicinity. Speaking of that, let me get perception rolls from everybody. It's audible.
Oh boy.
And from your drone, is your drone still patrolling or is it down low?
It's still patrolling.
Then it needs to do its clear sight.
Andrigger is clearly anticipating problems.
You think you hear the sound of helicopter in the distance.
She does that whole radar thing from MASH and goes, incoming.
Nice reference.
I don't suppose it's our helicopter.
Have you signaled for your helicopter?
No, we should have. I mean, come on.
All right. Let's go ambush some people.
What are you doing with the troll? What are you doing with Ursat?
I have no idea.
Can we free the captive?
If Clutch had wanted to do that, he could have been doing that while you were torturing the troll.
I could have did that a long time ago, but nobody confirmed we need to let this guy go because
Let's have a quick conversation with him. All right, Mr. Ursatz. We want to take you away from here, and we don't want to hurt you. We want to get you away safely. Is that amenable to you?
It's acceptable.
Well, that's good because there's 2 teams coming. At least one of them is paid to kill you. So
2 teams. How do you know that?
Because there were a lot of job offers on the Shadowjack.
No, that was the DM asking.
yeah, we investigated both of them, right?
So you're assuming there's 2 teams.
oh yeah, we're assuming there's at least 2 teams. Yeah.
They're gonna find somebody to take the money.
I mean, there's more than just us as Shadowrunners in Denver.
And it hasn't been 12 hours, so it can't be the other guys.
Somebody's throwing Nuyen around. There's people coming. So,
Yeah,
all right.
Judge intent.
Jack will judge intentions on that guy saying he's gonna
That too.
come with us.
Okay, you're talking about Ursets. Yeah, you believe him.
Come in here, Andrew. Let's check this guy out in Astral. And Jack will do an Astral sensing and assist.
He even with a 1, he lights up.
Okay. All right. Let's. I think we can trust this guy. Let's get him to the helicopter. Mr. Urzatz, we may have to take out another team. Do you know who's coming to get you? Um,
No,
like what was going on here? Were you kidnapped and then someone's like handing you off?
I have been acquired twice now, and there was violence both times. Are you acquiring me or are you assisting me?
Well, we're assisting you.
Then twice.
Okay, but you don't have an option, so I guess it's we're acquiring.
Then thrice. And he holds up the shackles again.
Yeah, I just rolled 3. I got 3 hits.
That's unfortunate.
Is that not enough? Oh.
The mechanism fuses shut. Requiring, at this point, it's going to require tools that can cut through the shackles.
Oh.
Where is Kai and his?
I know.
monofilament?
Finally, we need his monofilament Jade's on. He's not here. All right, I'll look. I'll look around the place. Is there anything to rig something up here? Or?
There is not.
All
Are they
right.
metal?
The guy can shuffle along. He's not going to be sprinting or anything, but he can shuffle along.
But are the cuffs are metal, right?
Yes, along with other materials.
All right. I do have shaped metal, so
They specifically need to be cut off.
Okay.
They have treatment to make them resistant to magic and technical. They basically prevent magic and technomancer abilities going in and out type thing.
Can I have? I could probably maybe build something out of my drone, but it's probably not enough time, so we probably should.
Yeah, you heard helicopters, and they're about a kilometer away. That's not a long jog.
All right, let's do this.
Probably have an engineering kit, right?
I do, and I assume he would have to as well.
Yep.
Again, it's going to take special tools you don't have. You probably want to GTFO.
All right, let's go.
This was a skill test that you failed. That is basically what it boils down to mechanically, so we don't get bogged down in details that aren't fixable.
All right.
Zen, you gotta fix your microphone. It's really, really staticky.
You shouldn't be able to hear me at the moment, though.
No, but every time you talk.
Sorry.
I don't know, that entire last conversation, it was going off.
Like I said, I should hopefully have my new computer built by next week. So if I didn't have those massive delays on Thursday, then I would have done it then. But, I mean,
All right, let us move along. So what are you doing? Are you just going to hunker down and wait for potential hostiles, or what?
Yep.
Who's the high strength amongst us?
Or go in the thing.
The guy can shuffle along.
Yes, we can start moving. Is there a possibility of losing them in the forest?
I mean, unless he tries to escape and you're not able to chase.
Losing whoever's coming in the chopper.
Well, you would kind of need to know where they're coming from. I mean, you know where they're coming from, or you hope you know. That is a possibility. That's something you can try. It's a pretty dense forest. I mean, I've been leaning into a dense forest, so I'm not going to say, no, now it's pretty sparse. They can see you everywhere. That would be kind of a dick move. I'm not going to do that.
All right, let's go towards the chopper and set up an ambush.
So are you beelining the chopper? Are you kind of taking an arc?
We're going to go in the tree line.
Let's go back to the second set of traps and sit around those.
and hope they fall into them.
Good idea. There's still 2 active traps out there.
True. And if we can put it,
Tree line.
if we can make it to the first one, and then once they go past, then we can call an out chop. All right.
Jack is going to, he's going to help Urzats up, and at the same time he's going to slide a stealth tag into his pocket.
Okay.
Roll stealth.
Palming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have palming, so just stealth.
Yeah, just stealth. That's why I said roll stealth. Okay.
I'm gonna go find a log to hide under and jack into my drone.
Yeah, we're all like Indians. We're behind trees.
I too will hide under a bunch of dirt or something, and Jack can do major.
Is your name Charlie?
I don't get the reference.
Charlie's in the trees.
Oh, from the Vietnam War. Okay, yeah, got it.
All right, so I have 3 favors left from the air spirit and 2 from the plant spirit. Jeez.
That was supposed to be the GM, but that's okay.
Jack will have the air spirit give us the concealment power.
That's not a bad idea.
4 of us. So improved invisibility 4 on everyone.
Except major, right? Because it only goes up to
Yeah.
45.
Yep. But she looks, completely. She's super.
She looks like a tree.
Well, she can certainly stay still like one.
Although we did find out in this mission that it's easier to repair people than it is to repair the drones.
Certainly a lot
Yeah.
cheaper.
And I think the
Okay.
plant spirit is probably going to have no problem at all blending in. You know what? That's what I'll do. I will use one of the plant spirits tasks to have it cover Major, and you'll watch his vines wrap up and wrap around.
Is
her.
it going to non-aggressively engulf her?
Yes.
I like it. I don't think that's a thing, but it is now. She looks like a dryad.
She looks like Groot on a bad hair day.
I am Groot. I am Major.
Major.
Has Major ever spoken? Does Major speak?
It doesn't say whether she has a voice box or not. I would assume.
I
she
mean,
does.
it's a drone. It probably can have a speaker attached.
I haven't paid for anything for it, but sure.
Yeah, you probably should pay for something so she can speak.
I guess even a link would work, wouldn't it?
Well, from what I understand, Hack and Slash introduces AI characters.
Yeah, I still haven't been able to get all the way through 6 World Companion. There's so much.
I'm almost all the way through 6 WC, and I've read the first couple chapters of Hack and Slash. But like I've said in the past, I'm doing a lot of other things, so those are lower priority.
All right, so Major's kind of right beside the trail where the trap is. The rest of us are spread out and covered in vines. Actually, the plant, the nature spirit is going to kind of wrap around her and the tree next to her.
You don't remember what the threshold was earlier for the trap, do you?
Not sure. We rolled a
I know he
3
rolled
and then a 4.
You just got it. Kenny just set it off because he rolled a 0 and everybody else rolled something.
I believe I rolled 3 2s. Yeah, because it was average dice.
Yeah, and the plant spirit had a 3 and then a 4. So
right, and then it rolled a 0. And then I picked which one of you by luck, which is an edge roll, as far as I'm concerned. So, okay, first round is good.
And Jack's going to be switching back forth between astral and regular. Maybe get the drones
And
up.
Which trap were you hiding by? The first one or the second one?
Second one.
Yeah, I figured that's probably about where you guys would meet. So, give me perception rolls, visual and audio, I guess, whichever one is better for you. And also stealth rolls.
Remember, you have 4 natural hits on the stealth roll from improved invisibility.
That is
So
correct.
that's 4 hits, right? So that's just as well because I rolled 0.
Now, do I roll my drone stealth if I'm jacked into it?
The drone is flying? Yes. Wait, how are you jacked in and moving?
I'm not. I said I'm.
Oh, you guys were setting an ambush. I thought you were trying to bypass the hostiles.
No.
I said I'm
No.
finding a log and I'm hiding underneath it and jacking into my drone.
Jack, you said we had a 4 modifier?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
4.
Plus 4.
Well, except for the drones.
It's 4 successes or just 4 extra die?
No, they get automatic 4 hits.
Yeah, good.
Because it's basically, if you weren't being, what I'm doing is I'm saying you're trying to be sneaky quiet wise, not visibility wise. You know,
Yes,
you step on a stick or something that draws attention. They know somebody's there. If you succeed at the quiet part, then they have no clue. They can't see you, and they have no audible cue.
Cool.
This
So
is
I
the
see-
woods. It's hard to be perfectly quiet in the woods.
Actually, that's another thing I can have the nature spirit do. They have the silence ability.
Well,
But
it's
I
a little
did-
late now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys, what was your worst roll for the stealth? Would be a 4. Your
Yeah.
perceptions were not great. I'm trying to. There's a lot of rolls here. I think 3 was the best perception. No, 4 on Andrigger. Oh no, that was Andrigger. Andrigger has jumped in, right? Or are you just dog brain?
Well, I was gonna jump in, but then you said we had to be moving, so I should.
No, I thought you were moving. I was mistaken. You were ambushing. So Andrigger was in major. So that's the clear sight. There is you, right?
Well, I did clear sight under the assumption that I had to dog brainer, so
Okay. Well, roll your perception in major.
I did.
Okay. What was the number, please? Hello.
It was 4. It was 4.
Thank you. I saw your 4, but I didn't see a major 4. That's why I was confused. So now I'm going to roll one more round of them. I don't think that... wow. So yeah, you're aware of 3 people moving through the woods. They seem to see the trap. One of them points out the trap and they move around it. They do not appear to spot you.
They keep going.
Yes. There is a helicopter obviously at the landing point, which is, you're about halfway to it.
Do we want to just take out the helicopter and steal their helicopter?
Then we'd have to run over there. I don't know.
Well, if we let them go past us, then we can carry on, right? And just fight for the helicopter.
Except they'll get the guy that we left out in the middle of the clearing. They'll tell him that we're here, and then they'll come back probably before we get the helicopter. But yeah, we can try that.
Well, the helicopter's not likely to be well defended, right?
Well, you are midway, so that is a pertinent piece of information.
Yeah, let's let them go by. It'll take some time for them to discover all that stuff. We'll take the helicopter.
With the shackle guy. All right, let's do it.
I'm sure he's unshackled by now.
No, he's not.
Oh no, the other guy.
Oh, the troll.
But those are probably his buddies anyways, and we're gonna have to fight them all. But
No, I
it's
meant,
okay.
but the shackle guy's got to shuffle along. I don't know if he's gonna
Yeah,
be able
he's
to.
slow.
The helicopter.
He's not sprinting, but he's not slowing you down. And the other team was not sprinting; they were moving cautiously.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
I'll,
just the
yeah, I'll
chopper.
jack out of my drone then, and then we'll go.
Actually, keep control of the drone in AR. Maybe you should keep an eye on that other team.
Well, I mean,
But you have to drag his body.
yeah, I can keep controlling the AR, but I got to jack out to be able to walk.
Yeah.
All right, so we're moving towards the chopper.
Yep.
And the chopper. I think I have a dimension on the clearing. No, I don't. All right, so you're headed to the chopper.
Yes.
Get to the chopper!
We've already seen that GIF. No need for it again. So you come to the clearing, the edge of the clearing, and you do see there is a chopper landed. It's basically like the one you came in. It is not the one you came in. And as far as you can tell, there is one person in it in a rigger cocoon.
All right then.
If we call our chopper and say, "Come on and land," is he gonna come?
There's no room for him to land.
Yep. Let's just get in their
Okay.
chopper and take the guy out. I guess.
This chopper does have weapons on it.
All right.
All right. Is there a
So
way?
did it have weapons or not? Sorry, I talked about.
It does.
It does. Can we get into the chopper before he sees us?
Probably
I
not.
mean, we are practically invisible, right? You can see it.
Oh yeah, we are kind of visible, so yeah.
That's a good question. How many? Who didn't get invisibility? Because you've got Ursats.
Major,
I think you
ersats.
can do.
You could do 4.
Yeah, so probably us 4. Oh, ersats and the drone and majors.
Well, Major's got too high a body to get it, so she would never get it.
Right. So my 2 drones, your drone, and ersat. It's the only ones that are invisible.
I think the plant spirit also has concealment. But you know what? Let's have some fun with this. Jack's gonna spend 5 edge, and he is going to have his nature spirit basically crawl, form itself out, and materialize under the chopper, and have vines tendril up in and start wrapping up the rigger inside the vehicle as we rush across the field.
Well, he's already in the cocoon.
Yeah, he's in a cocoon,
I
so
don't think wrapping him up's gonna be much help.
It basically was I was gonna have it engulf him in the cocoon.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we can get through the cocoon.
I would say, do cocoons have any armor stats or anything like that? I don't know.
Yeah, they're basically like a roll cage, so you don't get hurt when you crash something.
So your character would know that, especially Clutch would know that a rigger is going to be aware of everything happening to the vehicle. So as soon as that vine started wrapping on the vehicle, he would be aware of it and would probably start to react, like by taking off or something. So if you want to do a special effect, that's probably. I like the idea, but that one doesn't make much sense.
Okay, so then instead I'll just have the plant spirit give the rest of us concealment.
And what are you going to do with that? Just so you're not going to use the 5 edge because you wouldn't need 5 edge to do that.
Yeah.
We'll just.
So what's the plan once you sneak up to the helicopter? At that point, are you going to do special effect?
We're all just gonna jump in the helicopter and
Yeah, let's special effect.
kick the rigger out.
Let's 5 edge say that Clutch is amazing at unlocking the door on this thing, and we all pile in.
Oh, the door was open because just in case the other team has to exfil quickly.
Oh, well then we're just piling in.
We're just gonna pile in. That's what I'm saying.
All right, and then what? You're going to basically knock, tap on the rigger cocoon and tell him open up or die?
As soon as we step into the thing, he's gonna feel it. He's gonna know.
Exactly, but that
It's his
doesn't mean he's not going to open all the doors and start flying erratically.
Pretty sure we
but-
can get him out of a cocoon. So
Don't you have a technomancer or something like that?
Yeah.
You.
technically,
mean-
get him out of that cocoon.
We could easily pop the cocoon open. I don't think it'd take us more than a round or two to get him.
So what I'm hearing is, you all pile in. Jack, you're probably helping Ursats, and chumming it up with your spirits, right? And
Me,
Clutch and Kenny are basically forcing the rigger to let go of the helicopter. Kenny's doing it with Technomancer stuff, and Clutch is breaking into the cocoon. What are Jack and Andrew doing?
I can provide support to either Kenny or Clutch because I've got my crappy little cyber deck. If that's applicable. Or
Sure. Yeah, you could. There's probably a data port right there.
Jack's gonna do what he always does. He's gonna catch Andrigger as she falls unconscious. He's gonna move her over to the crash couches and make sure she's buckled into the 5-point harness, and he's gonna get buckled in right next to her.
Excellent. So you're all ready to go, and you're gonna basically commandeer this helicopter.
Yes.
Are you going to murder the rigger or let him live? Just get him out of the action.
Guess that depends on him.
I mean, when he realizes that he's losing, he will, don't kill me.
Okay.
We're professionals here. You win.
We'll
Yeah,
just
just
kick
heat him out.
Yep. Code of honor. Say thanks for the wheels. You'll find it in Denver somewhere.
Yep. Eat, and I'll jack in and.
So you're gonna play hide and seek with his toy? That's just mean.
You think I'm giving this back? What are you, crazy?
Yeah, you won't be able to use it. So you're gonna return to Denver. Give me that edge roll one more time. See if there's any AA, because I love missiles.
Everybody edge roll?
No, just Clutch. Sorry,
Oh, okay.
one hit's enough. You're not supposed to be fighting the Nan right now.
Come on, everybody can get inside the FRFC.
I mean, helicopters might be a little harder. But if you're flying map of the earth and such, yeah, you're runners. You can figure it out. Until I need you to figure it out for real. So yeah, you get back. How exactly what are you gonna do with this helicopter? How are you gonna stash it? Are you gonna do anything to it when you stash it? This may have a later effect.
No.
Like,
I don't know. How's it set up?
It's just
Strip for parts.
it is random helicopter 001.
All right. I can't. You said it had weapons on it. Can I strip it for parts? Put 'em on
Why don't we just park it in a derelict neighborhood where people will strip it for parts anyway?
yeah, like a couple blocks from Paradise Lane.
Then it's not your fault, and you don't get shit from the Shadowrunner community for screwing your brothers in arms.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, why don't we just? We shouldn't have even kicked the rigger out. We should have just brought him with.
Yeah.
Left him tied up in the thing.
I was saying, yeah, if you'd brought him with and just let him fly away, he might have turned around and shot at you.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. You don't do that.
Okay, so you're not gonna strip it or destroy it. Gonna graffiti it or anything fun?
Maybe.
Does it have any? Let's search it first. Does it have anything like we would want to take?
I'm gonna say not really.
All right.
If we had 50 followers, maybe.
Because like none of us have any real heavy weapons. So if there's like a Panther XL cannon just laying in the back,
No, there isn't. The weapons specialist was carrying that.
it's too bad. Because like,
Actually, was he? I don't know. I actually had pulled out a weapons specialist. You guys could have had a fight, or you could have not.
no.
Oh no, he has an Armtech MGL6. That's right.
Oh geez.
Grenade launcher. See, this was the one play. Yeah, burst fire grenade launcher. Who doesn't love that? The guy on the receiving end.
Poor Kai.
This would have been the one place where going loud doesn't matter. And
Right.
Kai wasn't here and you guys snuck around. Well, I mean, you're not really equipped to go up against...
God, no.
So you will get paid. Ursat's is very tight-lipped. He does not give you any information about himself.
Does he offer to give us some additional Nguyen for saving his life?
He does not. Oh, also, sorry, I yawned. When you uncovered his face, you did see that he had been manhandled a bit. He had been abused a bit.
Oh,
Can I heal him?
Yes, you could have. Would you have?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, things have been heating up in Denver, and you're in the middle of it. So yeah, this was a successful mission. Kat is very satisfied, especially since he came back alive. Her employers are very happy. Unfortunately, not happy enough to give a bonus of any sort, but you do get your agreed upon pay and other fun things. I am going to find the sheet here. Scroll down. There it is.
So 5,500.
I'll give you picking up the pieces as usual.
Well, you're working on that. Can I retroactively do working for the people thing because we were worried about Major when we first started?
Yeah. You had told me you were going to do it. I just didn't get details.
Well, we kind of focused in on Major and it fell by the wayside. But no, Kenny is not doing anything terribly complicated this time around. I don't know what time of year it is, but in the spirit of the IRL season, he's going to go volunteer at a soup kitchen. He's not a great cook. He can only maybe cook a wicked bowl of instant ramen, but he will have some of his machine sprites help out in some of the kitchen equipment.
I was say maybe you could help fix up some of the equipment because I'm sure soup kitchens aren't using top of the line fully repaired stuff.
Yeah, as much as I mean, he doesn't have the skills to technically, like, physically fix stuff, but as
Yes,
much
but you have
as
sprites.
as much as he can do with his sprites to make the equipment work,
maybe they can improve the firmware or the software. Who knows?
yeah. That's what he was doing before we decided to work on Major. And that's going to give me 10 karma plus whatever we're getting.
10 karma?
Total, I've been saving.
Oh, okay.
I get 2 from that. I already had 8 plus whatever we're getting. Should be enough for me to take my next submersion,
Version?
provided
Ooh.
choose is okay with it. I was looking at where's that at? Basically, it allows me to anybody that's on my pan, we can share edge as though it's an MTOC.
What? You're a living MTOC.
What?
Transcendent Network.
That's a hack and slash shiny.
It is a hack and slash shiny. So
Here are your rewards. You get 5,500 Nuyen each. You get 4 karma, 1 reputation. Oh, I need to roll heat. No heat modifiers because nothing happened.
Kenny's thing.
So that is -1, right?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. +1 heat just because.
Nice.
You probably crossed the wrong corp or power that bees. So yes, you all get +1 heat. The dice said it had to be. Rolled double 6s, boxcars. I mean, that's a pretty loud voice. You are taking a heat.
We actually got the favor point with Slab.
Yes, I gave you a favor point because you beat him and you did not mistreat him afterward.
I mean, I may have gone over the line, but I was just trash talking.
Yeah, and you did not mistreat him. You talked shit, but you didn't mistreat him. And I think he should be a contact for that because my understanding is most Shadowrunners, except for the nastiest of the wet workers, are pretty much like there's honor among thieves. So if you beat each other and don't just act like jerks, then there is a little bit of reciprocation there. So you never know. He's an outdoorsman. He's big into that stuff. I mean, got a cabin in the woods. Never know if that might be handy. So that has been our mission tonight. This was mission number 9. It was called the Refugee. We've obviously, as we discussed, rescued an alien gray. And that is where we will call it a night on the stream. See everybody next week. We usually start around 7:30, and we'll see everybody then. Bye.